We're not having technical difficulties, and I just wanted to show the score one last time for my good buddy, SG, who I would like to wish congratulations to once again. But there we go. There's the new stream for the Packers and the Niners. We're going to call this the Niners game because F the Packers. There was a Packers fan. I just saw a TikTok comment not too long ago. The guy said, we don't want an apology from you. We don't even know who you are. I said, yep, but you're commenting on my video. So now you know who I am. So anyway, whatever. Sorry for the lateness. Had a work thing. On a Saturday night, a customer was having a breakdown, and I needed to take care of that. And at one point, I was like, listen, you got to handle this another time. So I'm just been backed up on work because basically had a week where I didn't work because of situations. We're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about the kickoff that just happened. The Green Bay Packers are going to receive the football right now. And there goes a gentleman on the Packers who gets to the 31-yard line. I couldn't see who that was. I made some fake coffee here. And here comes Jordan Love. Let's see what type of Jordan Love we get. Oh, by the way, I have to show Tom Hartman. Tom Hartman is here. Bam! That's Kermit Mahomes. I'm sorry. That is Tom Hartman. Tom Hartman is the television champion, former interdimensional champion. We love Tom Hartman. He's a Dolphins fan, the resident Dolphins fan. And Jordan Love throws this over the head of Aaron Jones. He looks shook already. It's going to be ugly. This is going to be ugly. I'm sorry, Packers fans. I'm sorry. No, look. Packers fans mad at someone they claim to not know. Biznatch. Yeah, what are you going to do? I mean, you can't think every team is going to do well, right? So, and you guys know me. I don't hate on any team. I don't hate on any players. We joke around a lot, but fan bases do get under my skin sometimes in a loving, fun way. Jordan Love under center, pitches this out to Aaron Jones, and he is going to get a few yards. Oh, man, he falls forward. Gets about 7 yards on that. Looked like he was going to get taken down at about the 4, but all of a sudden he just got catapulted forward. Dude with the tour says the Discord is notified. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Dude is a gem of a human being. 3rd and 3 for the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love out of the shotgun. And he will take the snap at some point. If I was an announcer in the NFL game, I would be doing that because he's taking too long to have the ball snapped to him. So I can do nothing but sing. Love throws this out. What a nice pass by Jordan Love. All right, see, that was good. To Luke Musgrave. Beautiful. All right, Jordan Love, here we go. Well, let's see. Dude, you are the number 3 contender, by the way. Still the number 3 contender. Dude is a gem of a human being, as I've said. That should have been a loss. Yeah, that should have been a loss. That Aaron Jones play should have been a loss. It looked like there was some over pursuit there by the San Francisco 49ers. But Jordan Love back to pass. He's got a little time. This offensive line is good, by the way. And he gets that off to Luke Musgrave, and that is a catch. And that's about a gain of 4, I believe. Nice pass. This Green Bay Packers offensive line does give Jordan Love time. They do give Jordan Love time. Edward Mayhew, what is up, man? Good to see you. We back, dude. Stop trolling San Francisco. Oh, man. Here we go. Jordan Love on 2nd and 8. If they drive downfield and score here, that is big. That is big time. That could spell trouble for the Niners. And Jordan Love gives it to Aaron Jones again, and Jones goes forward, and he's got about 7 on 2nd and 8, so we got a 3rd and 1 coming up. All right. Packers have always had a pretty decent O-line. Yeah, they know how to draft O-line. Let me tell you something. Like the damn stream, says Scantor. Yes, please. The Packers know how to draft offensive linemen. We'll give them that. They do. They typically draft well, Green Bay, and I have said that before. They know how to build a roster. So Aaron Jones up the middle. He's going to get the first down. Okay, on 3rd and 1, Aaron Jones gets the first down. We got a new set of downs. And the Packers are at the Niners 49. Isaac's already losing his excrement. Isaac, no. Isaac. Gotta relax, dude. Gotta relax. This is just the opening drive. Let's relax. But if the Packers win, we are never going to hear the end of it from Packers fans. So I implore you, if you are in the chat and you are not a Packers fan and you don't want to bring an annoying fan base to life, root against them. Put your well wishes, send your wishes to San Francisco. Because we are awakening a monster here. That's a gain of 5 for Green Bay. (28-26) 49ers final, says Charles O'Connor. Yeah, that seems close. That's kind of close to what I have. Biznatch is a Patriots fan. I'm annoying no matter what. How do you like the Jared Mayo? Is it Jared Mayo? Jared, right? Jared or Jared? I think it's Jared. How do you like that hire? Did you want Vrabel instead? I can imagine you would. We don't know what we're getting with Mayo. And there's a pitch out to Aaron Jones. It's going to be the Aaron Jones show, folks. Look at this. Down to the 30. He gets another first down on 2nd and 6. Wow. Jones is primed to have a big game tonight. It looks like 28-3 Niners, says Justin. Oh, are you watching this open and drive, though? The Packers are moving the ball with ease. It's kind of surprising. Kind of surprising. So Jordan Love out of the shotgun. He's 2 of 3 for 11 yards. Takes the snap. Gives it to Emmanuel Wilson, who gets about a gain of 4. So we've got a 2nd and 6 coming up. Tracy Ann says, after all that crap the Niners have talked since the offseason, it would be way too fitting for the team to be beaten by Jordan Love. Imagine that. Imagine Aaron Rodgers couldn't beat the Niners, but imagine Jordan Love comes in and beat the Niners. We will never hear the end of it, Tracy Ann, from Packers fans. Do you realize that? Do you realize what you're putting out into the universe? You're dooming us all. 2nd and 6, Jordan Love under center. And he will eventually take the snap. And he gives it to Wilson. Again, he gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. So we've got a 3rd and 6 coming up for Green Bay. This is a big 3rd down. They should put points on the board regardless of what happens. Well, regardless of whether they get this first down or not. They should come away from this drive with at least 3 unless there's a turnover. Bosa, yes. Charles O'Connor is still talking about hockey. He wants me to stream hockey games. Oh, it's intriguing. I don't know that I can get into hockey again, though. Football takes up a lot of my life, and I love every moment of it. 4, 3, 2 on the play clock. Snap to Jordan Love. Back to pass. Throws this one towards the end zone, and that is to Romeo Doubs, and that is overthrown. And there's a flag. Oh, man. That could be a pass interference on the Niners. Looks like it's going to be. Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, it was, man, he had his arm wrapped right around him. Poof. That was a clear pass interference call, Isaac. Terrible. Oh, yeah, I know. Isaac knows it's a pass interference call. He's just saying what's wrong with you. Yeah, I agree. 1st and 10. From the 13-yard line, Jordan Love under center. Hands it to Aaron Jones, and he's going to tackle for a loss. It's going to be about a loss of 4, a loss of 3. So we'll have a 2nd and 13 coming up. Beautiful. At least they're stopping the run now, yeah. They seem to have adjusted on the fly. In the rain, let's see what Brock Purdy can do when he gets out there. I smell turnover coming up, guys. I don't want to tell you, but I smell it. I can smell it. That's what that smell is. Jordan Love out of the shotgun. 2nd and 12. Takes the snap. Throws it over the middle, and that is caught by Ben Sims. And we got third down coming up. I think we got, what is this, 3rd and 6 coming up? Jordan Love. Oh, what is going on with my voice? Did you hear that? What is going on with my voice? Jordan Love, 3rd and 8 coming up. Jordan Love is looking good. Looking good on this first drive. Efficient, only throwing the ball for 15 yards. Running game has been working fairly well. Jaden Reed is out there somewhere. He's dangerous. I think he's the best receiver on the Packers, to be honest. Love back to pass. Throws to the end zone. And that is broken up. I can't say his name, Darius Ward. Beautiful play. Beautiful breakup by San Francisco. We've got, that was intended for Dobbs. No, was that Dobbs? Sorry. Intended for Dobbs. Broken up. We've got the field goal unit coming out, folks. SG has a future telling device. Carlson puts it through for 3, and Green Bay takes an early lead. So this game, we've been talking about the NFL being scripted, right? So this game, apparently, from what people are saying, there is reason to believe this game is going to go in the Niners' favor. If that does not happen, then we either have to accept the fact that the NFL is not scripted, or that the NFL changes things on the go in terms of the script, which that's a little tough to sell, because how many people would you have to get involved? I guess, I mean, if they're a well-oiled machine, I assume they'd be able to do that. But I don't know. I don't know if I buy the whole scripted thing. I do think the Niners are going to win, and I do think it's going to be Niners-Ravens in the Super Bowl. But we'll see. Isaac is a nervous wreck, though. We got to check on Isaac. Wellness check on Isaac. Where is he? Isaac, are you okay? I need to know you're there. Oh, there he is. It says for real, Anakin. All right. The Packers just won, says Isaac. You got to calm down. Calm down, Isaac. It's okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be all right. Once Brock Purdy comes out and starts throwing darts, you're going to be fine. There are talks of the NFL being scripted. Is scripted like Eagles win the Super Bowl. That didn't age well last year. Yeah. This coffee is good. Matthew Richards says, let's go Niners. What's going on, Matthew? Bills versus Lions Super Bowl. I've seen a lot of people talking about that, saying that that's what they want. The Bills-Lions Super Bowl. It would be the battle of two, fan bases that have dealt with a lot of adversity over the years. But F the Bills. So that's all I'm going to say. It's just the opening drive, man. Listen to Scantor, the voice of reason. Have a snack. Yeah, there you go. Love versus Purdy, Rich's nightmare at quarterback. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, so like I said, I would like the Bills to win tomorrow. I mean, I don't care. I really don't care, honestly. But I am sicker of the Kansas City Chiefs than I am of the Buffalo Bills. So I'm going to give the Bills a win tomorrow. But then I want pain. I want ridiculous pain, SG. So you tell your Ravens, call whoever you have to call and say if the Bills win, even if the Chiefs win, I want them to layeth the smacketh down, as The Rock used to say, on both of those teams, either of them. Don't care. Lions win the Super Bowl, screw the Bills. Yeah, screw the Bills. If it's Lions-Bills Super Bowl, I'll be rooting hard for the Lions. I'll be rooting hard for any team that faces the Bills in the Super Bowl if the Bills get to the Super Bowl. So the Packers are going to kick this off, and we've got Deebo Samuel back there. He's a grown man. Deebo can run through a wall. I see stupid Packers TM are winning. Yeah. Stupid Packers TM is absolutely right, Father Dismas. And Deebo will take the kickoff, and he is at the 15, gets to the 20, and gets taken down. So here comes the 49ers offense. Let's see what the great Kyle Shanahan has in store for this Packers defense. Packers defense, which has floundered at times this year. So I'm assuming this shouldn't be too difficult for the Niners with the talent they have on offense to move the ball. So let's see. Let's see if I'm right. And Brock Purdy out of the shotgun, hands off to McCaffrey, and C-Mac goes up the right side for about a gain of 5. Edward Mayhew, I had Vanessa's dad passed away. So last week I was out of everything last week. That's why I didn't stream or do content or anything. That's why it's been hard for me to do content this week. But we're back. I'm going to talk more about that in one of the vlogs. This isn't the time or place. This is the time and place for playoff football. Brock Purdy throws it out to Deebo Samuel. He's got room to run. He's across the 30. That's a first down to the 40. They are moving the ball on this Packers defense. This could be a shootout. Thanks, Edward. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, if I say I'm going to stream and I don't, then something serious must have happened. Just know that. Because is Deebo already hobbling? Come on, dude. All right, he's standing. He's looking all right. He's just coming off the field, but he hobbled a little bit. Purdy is 1 of 1 for 15 yards. Oh, and that's going to be a false start on San Francisco. Do not play undisciplined football, San Fran. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Scantor. I appreciate that. It's a shoe, false start. Brick Pretty. Isaac, oh my God, Isaac, you got to calm down, dude. It's like 5:49 in the first quarter already. This game is flying by. 1st and 15. You better score quick, Isaac, because this game's almost over. The time's just shooting off the clock here. Brock Purdy back to pass. Oh my God. Darnell Savage almost picks that off. My stream is behind again. Let's see. You're sitting there with your saggy butt cheeks and sad expression watching this man talk about football. Like the stream, yeah. Brock Purdy with that glove on. That was a bad read. Are we seeing Brock Purdy as the second best quarterback in this game? Maybe. 2nd and 15 coming up. Second and long over the middle, and that's caught by Deebo, who's back out on the field, and he will get down to about the 42, around the 44-yard line, and Deebo is still down. Oh, he's hurt again. My Lord. No, he's not getting up. No, Deebo. This is the problem with playing that style of football, is you just open yourself up to injuries. This dude plays like he's barreling through, cinder blocks. It's fun. It's good. Makes him a great player. But, man, you always run the risk of getting hurt when that happens. Eric Douglas says the Texans are a lot better than we thought. They just weren't ready. Yeah, Eric, you are right. Texans are a lot better than anyone gave them credit for, really. A lot better than anyone gave them credit for, even Texans fans. But you're right. They're just not ready. Just not ready yet. But the future is bright. Of course, I join as PFD is hating on Purdy. I'm not hating on Purdy, but he's got that glove on. I don't know what he's doing with that glove on. Throwing with a glove on like he's Michael Jackson. This is my second Michael Jackson reference of the day, by the way. I made a Michael Jackson reference in the earlier game when Lamar Jackson was putting moves on people. Niners have no luck in playoff games, Scantor. Yeah. Guys, we are going to have to keep an eye on Isaac because he's not well right now. Sorry, it's only the first quarter and he's already not well. Pro Wiffle Ball Demon with expert analysis. I like professional wiffle ball, and I'm pretty good at wiffle ball too, by the way. I should try out for professional wiffle ball. That would be awesome. I should do that. PFD's got the future telling device. There is no device, Biznatch. Doesn't want to get his hands wet. Oh, That's what towels are for. Just dry it off, man. Wipe it on your back pocket or whatever. That almost pick six to Darnell Savage, though. That was unfortunate. Let's hope we don't see that again. The first time I'm rooting for the 49ers all year, and they are already losing. So I might have been the nail in their coffin, Isaac. I apologize for that. I give Jeffrey the device. Jeffrey the Giraffe? No, it's with a G. Ender Stein, the resident Packers fan, is here. How are you doing, Ender? How are you feeling, Ender? Because the resident Niners fan, Isaac, is not doing too well. So I want to know how you're doing. Let me know. I'm wearing the lucky 12. Oh, he's wearing the Aaron Rodgers jersey. That could be the kiss of death, actually. Because, we all know what happened with Aaron Rodgers this year. I know all too well. If you guys want me to tell you the story, do you guys know what happened with Aaron Rodgers this year in the New York Jets? 3rd and 6 for Brock Purdy. He's out of the shotgun. He's got CMC running around behind him. He's back to pass. He's got some pressure. Oh, man. He escapes the pressure. He's going to go down. Oh, Brock Purdy holding on to the ball for a little too long. Loses about 4 yards on this. Isaac hates his life. Terrible, terrible, terrible. That was a nice job by the Packers defense there. Nice job by the Packers defense and coverage. Purdy tried to buy as much time as he could, but he's mid. So he's as mid as they come, ladies and gentlemen. Rodgers joined a mediocre franchise and flushed away his career. Loco may be getting Fathom zoned for that. I can't. I mean, he's speaking the truth. Speaking the truth. Not flushed away his career, though, but mediocre franchise. It is. Well, look at this. All of a sudden, San Francisco can't tackle on punt returns. That turf, man. That turf. That MetLife turf. The Jets have to change that. And so do the Giants, by the way. So, not many of these quarterbacks want to throw it away like they should. Yeah, I agree with that. Scantor is telling Isaac, did you have a snack? Eat a chicken wing, slice of pizza. Tofu, yes. Tofu would definitely help you out. And you can get vegan chicken, by the way. Gardein makes a wonderful vegan buffalo chicken wing, boneless buffalo chicken wing. Oh, it's to die for. Seriously. Regina Lambert, Aunt Vic is here. She's saying, let's go Packers. She's on the Facebook side of things. We can't have the Packers. If the Packers win, Packers fans are going to be insufferable. And I'm warning you all about this now. You don't want that to happen. Because I don't want to hear it when Packers fans are running all over the place, running amok, driving everybody crazy. And I'm the only one sitting here saying, I warned you this would happen. You're awakening a beast. And you don't want to do that. You remember how bad Cowboys fans were? This seems like it would be worse than that. We don't need that in our lives. Andrew's coming back and forth between me and Tom. Thank you for sharing your time with me, Andrew. That's cool. I appreciate that. How do I know vegan food tastes like the real thing if I've never had the real thing? Well, I grew up eating the real thing. So I wasn't born vegan. Ender Stein's going to be insufferable for at least one comment. Yeah, Ender's not one of those Packers fans I'm talking about, by the way. The Father Dismas, Cowboys fans have been pretty cool this year. I've got to be honest. Got to call it as I see it. Avoid reality. A Minnesota Vikings fan wants to see the Packers win. Wow. That's like me wanting the Bills to win tomorrow. Like, down is up right now. Chaos reigns supreme, as usual. Pro-vegan newborn. And then I evolved to pro-football demon. Gluten-free foods are trash. Just because it's gluten-free doesn't necessarily mean it's vegan. Jordan Love back to pass. Throws, and that is over the head of Luke Musgrave. He did that little hop for a moment. Justin's saying that was a delay game, and he said it in all caps. So, embrace chaos is right. That would have been a 20-yard gain. Overshoots Musgrave. Throws a little behind him, too, actually. Yeah. A little behind him. Gluten-free food is mostly sugar-filled crap. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of sugar-filled foods. I like when alternative sweeteners are used, such as maple syrup, not like, the chemical stuff they use. Oh, Jordan Love throws over the middle to Christian Watson, and there's a flag on that. Oh, that was terrible, though. You don't grab him. You don't grab him. That was a clear flag. I don't even see the replay yet. Yeah, you can't. You can't hook his arm like that. What are you doing, San Francisco? What are you doing? Trenton Darnell is here. Good evening to you, my friend. Shane Giggles is here. Let's go Green Bay, he says. Of course, there's a flag. Aaron Hill says he can't wait to see my video when the Packers shock the world and win. Jordan Love out of the shotgun gives it to Jaden Reed, and Jaden Reed gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's what I was talking about. Packers fans, though, they're already talking about my video that hasn't been made yet. When the Packers win, still in the first quarter. I talked about apologizing to the Packers. I don't think it's necessary to apologize to the Packers for saying I don't. At the beginning of the season, there was absolutely no reason for me to say the Packers are going to have a playoff-worthy season based on what we saw of them and saw of Jordan Love. Jordan Love has had a beautiful second half, but early on in the season, even if you're a Packers fan, you have to admit, this pass over the middle, caught by Aaron Jones, gain of 4. You have to admit, that little streak that they went on where they were losing games and looked bad, no Packers fan thought they were going to be here. There's a chance Packers fans probably thought 5 wins might have been about right. I don't think any Packers fans said, no, Jordan Love is going to rebound and he's going to have this brilliant turnaround at the end of the year. Come on. So I didn't crap on the Packers. I wasn't being mean to them. I simply said I thought they would have a 5-win season. That's nothing to apologize for. Jordan Love throws it. Wow, and that is caught by Romeo Doubs, who was wide open. There was a San Francisco 49er on the floor. Wow. 37-yard reception. I feel like the apology is, I'm sorry you feel like I should apologize. Yeah, that's what it is. That's totally what it is. Travarius Ward just got cooked. Yes, he did. Ward falls down. Dobbs gets a big gain. And Jordan Love is under center. Back to pass. And he gets rid of the ball. We're going to have 2nd and 10 coming up. And there's a flag on this play. That's going to be on the Packers. Illegal man, ineligible man downfield. Okay. 5-yard penalty, so we'll have a 1st and 15 coming up. What team not in the playoffs is on the rise or decline? I would say the Atlanta Falcons are on the rise if they land one of the, if they land Belichick, I would absolutely say they're on the rise because he can work wonders with that defense, and they have enough talent on that offense. If they can get themselves a quarterback, could be an interesting team. Could be a very interesting team. So I'd say the Falcons would be on the rise. Let me think about this a little bit more. The New York Jets, because Aaron Rodgers is coming back. They're, of course, on the rise. Jordan Love out of the shotgun on 1st and 15, takes the snap, pitches out to Wilson. He gets about a gain of 4 on that. So I think we have 2nd and 11 coming up. Colts are definitely on the rise. What's a Desmond Ridder? A bad quarterback. Now they're working on Christian McCaffrey's calf. So Debo is hurt. McCaffrey's got his calf being worked on. Man, it's like the dominoes are falling for San Francisco. I feel like this whole talk of there being a script and San Francisco winning, I feel like the NFL went in and said, no, 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 we can't let people know there's a script, so we got to change the story. But change the story arc. Pass out to Emmanuel Wilson. He's got room to run, and he's got about an 8-yard gain. That's a first down. That was a beautiful read by Jordan Love. Jordan Love is looking the part, man. Jordan Love is looking the part. Doing this against this defense is pretty. So Kraft is injured. Yeah, doing what he's doing against this defense right now is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. The Packers win the Super Bowl. Is Jordan Love better than Rodgers? Well, that's going to be the narrative. He would have to show us that over. I don't think one Super Bowl win would tell us all we need to know. I think that story would need to be written. I think we need to see Jordan Love over the course of a few seasons to say, yeah, we have more data now to say we think Jordan Love is better than Aaron Rodgers. Tom says everyone figured out the color scheme thing, so now they're going to change it up. Yeah. Yep. That could be the case. That could be the case. With New England, you can easily rebuild them if you get a good quarterback. Washington has holes on their whole roster. I think coaching is going to be paramount. We don't know what Mayo is as a head coach. He could be a disaster. He could be good. So I don't know that I can call New England a team on the rise. I think if Washington gets like a Mike Vrabel or something, that would be very interesting. Even a Ben Johnson, that could be interesting. Again, we don't know what Ben Johnson would be as a head coach, but they're going to get a quarterback in the draft. You would imagine they're not going to give up that opportunity. And then you bring Ben Johnson there with a young rookie quarterback, stud quarterback, who we consider should be a stud quarterback. That could be interesting. It could be interesting. There could be a team on the rise. Mayo's been waiting for 5 years. He should be solid. He should be, yeah. But sometimes these guys are better coordinators than they are head coaches. Sometimes the head coaching game is a little too much for them to handle, and they look lost. So that's the only concern with Mayo. Rebuild Washington. There's a lot to work on. Yeah, I honestly can see New England having the same record next year. Yeah, I don't. That's the thing is I don't know what to make of Mayo. I don't know what are they going to. Oh man, what are they going to do at quarterback? They still don't really have incredible weapons on offense. So it's going to be an uphill battle for them. And Jordan Love's got pressure. Bose is chasing him. He gets away, throws this out of bounds on 1st and 10. Yeah, Mayo was the linebackers coach, right? Yeah, I don't think he was the coordinator. Aaron Hill says, what are your thoughts on Atlanta if Belichick can get Cousins in Atlanta? I think Atlanta will be vastly improved under Belichick. Now, again, the quarterback situation is a whole different story, but if they can get Cousins, yeah, that would work. I don't know that Minnesota's going to give up Cousins, though. I don't know that they're going to let him get away. And Aaron Jones with a gain of 9. Niners defense is struggling right now. Terrible. Yeah, Steve Belichick was the DC. That's right. Packers are on fire right now, man. And here's the thing, Brock Purdy, we said this early in the season. We've seen it early in the season. They get down 10-0 here. Brock Purdy is not great from behind. Brock Purdy is not one of those come-from-behind quarterbacks. Not a guy you look at and say, okay, he's going to move this team downfield easily. Jordan Love looks like he's becoming that guy, though. So, first quarter is over. Oh, we got the Simple Minds singing "Don't You Forget About Me." That's always a welcome song. Don't you? We're in the second quarter already. I can't believe how quickly that went by. Take a sip of my coffee. That is not real coffee. We got to get vegan companies to support the stream so they can send me food and I can try it on stream and tell you guys about it because I like to eat. And we're just talking about the Gardein boneless buffalo wings, and I want those now. Always thinking about food. I baked a loaf of bread earlier, rosemary sea salt bread. Bam, there we go. Follow Dismas with the fiber. Thank you so much. Let's say the Jets have a good draft addressing O-line and Rodgers is 90 to 100% back. Record prediction. Because, and I'm going to speak seriously now, because much of the AFC is up in the air. There's not really a dominant team. You could say the Ravens are dominant, but it's not like it was where you have these dominant teams all over the place. I think the Jets, I think a 12-win season is in play. That's considering, like you said, they address the O-line. That happens to work. They stay healthy. There's a lot of moving parts, right? But I'm assuming they're going to bring in a receiver, maybe a T. Higgins, although I don't know that they're going to be able to offer him what a team like Carolina can offer him if he decides to leave Cincinnati. I don't think Cincinnati is going to re-sign Jonah Williams, so they'll have some money to offer T. Higgins. And why would T. Higgins leave if he can get a decent payday from Cincy and have the possibility of going back to the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow? But then again, sometimes these guys chase the money. I don't fault them for that. But for me, I mean, it's like, $10 million. If you're an NFL player and it's a difference between, 10 million and 15 million or whatever it is, but you can win a Super Bowl or just be lost. I think I would want to go for the Super Bowl, but no one's offering me that. So it's easy for me to say. Jordan Love at the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Oh, she's got the loaf of bread here, guys. You want to see the bread?
I sliced this by hand, and I did the best I could.
Wow, she sliced this bread.
But look at that gigantic piece. Like I kind of screwed up.
I'll just eat that.
But
that's fine.
Look at how
that looks awesome. Can I show everybody? We were just talking about Gardein chicken fingers. Look at this. This is the bread loaf that I made, and PFA sliced it. Oh, and they're going to do a brotherly chef here.
I hand sliced.
She hand sliced this, by the way. Look at that. And she even bought these bags. Awesome.
Because they're reusable.
Reusable bags. Reusable bread bags. Looks like they were short of the first down. Let's see where they put the spot here. Looks like he may have got there. They're going to measure it. To me, it looks like he got it. They spotted him short, SG says. Oh, yeah, they spotted him way short. Yeah. That is a terrible spot, I got to say. Looks like it's going to be, yeah, that's very short. And the Niners are celebrating. Wow, crazy. Crazy. Maybe the fix is in. Maybe the script is starting to unravel. Maybe the NFL said, I don't care. Who knows? Who knows what the script is? We can't let this happen. Wow. Aaron Hill says, challenge that. I don't know that there's enough evidence because you can't even see the ball, Aaron. So there would have to be overwhelming evidence to challenge that. And you're just going to waste the time out, I believe, if you try to do that. Yeah, you can't challenge that. You can't even see the ball. That's impossible. So San Francisco takes over, and Purdy rolls out. He's got some time. He gets this to Kittle, and Kittle's got a gain of about 10, close to a first down. The fix is in, says Edward Mayhew. And Edward Mayhew is a Lions fan. Look at that. Look at that. Even from that angle, that's tough to see where the ball is. Yeah, that was a terrible spot. That was a terrible spot. SG saying LaFleur should have challenged the spot. He would have wasted a timeout. 2nd and 1 coming up. There's no way they would have overturned that. You couldn't see the ball at all. It pitches this out at McCaffrey's feet. Terrible pass. That was a Zach Wilson type pass. Brock Purdy, what the hell are you doing? Oh, he took the glove off. Okay, good. Maybe he heard me. Maybe he's got the stream in his ear and he's like, oh, PFD wants me to take the glove off. Okay. Where are you throwing the ball, Brock Purdy? Atrocious. Atrocious. Just run it on 2nd and 1. At first, says Isaac. Isaac's mad. 3rd and 1 coming up. They're going to give this to McCaffrey. Oh, no. Purdy goes forward. He gets the first down. Look at that. Surprised me. If I was the defensive coordinator for Green Bay, I would have fallen for that too. Brock Purdy gets the first down. Isaac says he's so tired. Isaac, take deep breaths, man. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Took off the glove, yeah. $13:24 left in the second quarter. San Francisco needs to do something on this drive. If they can't score here, this is going to be because Green Bay's just been moving the ball on them. I know they didn't get that 4th and 1, but they probably should have. Pitch out to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets about a gain of 1 or 2 before he gets taken down. We're going to have 2nd and 8 coming up for San Francisco. What are they showing? Why do they have all of these shoes lined up here? I wish I knew what they were talking about. Okay, Purdy out of the shotgun. Debo's back on the field. Didn't see him before. Gives it to C-Mac, who goes up the middle, and he gets he's pushing forward, man. He gets close to the first down marker. He might have gotten a first down there. Nice hard run by C-Mac, and Ayuk is getting into it with somebody on Green Bay. Nixon. No flag thrown. Let's see what kind of spot they give San Francisco here. If they give San Francisco a first down spot here, then the fix is definitely in. Nixon pushing Ayuk, that was uncalled for. He shouldn't have done that. Third and 1 coming up. Brock Purdy gives it to CMC. CMC plunges forward for the first down. We've got a new set of down from San Francisco. Jennifer says, let's go Packers. I'm assuming she's a Packers fan. Oh, CMC's massaging his thigh there. It's quad. First and 10 coming up for San Francisco. Purdy out of the shotgun, takes the snap, delivers over the middle to CMC, and that is out of his reach. Purdy got hit on that. Yeah, CMC playing around with his quad the way he is a little this early in the game after he's warmed up already. They haven't been on the field much. That's a little concerning. Did that ball get tipped as it was there? It looked like it was a duck. I think that ball got tipped as Purdy was throwing it. Purdy heard footsteps. Yeah, it looked like the ball got nicked by somebody as he released it. So we got 4 wide for Purdy out of the shotgun. He's back to pass. Delivers over the middle, and that is caught. And they're in Green Bay territory. That is, they will be at the 49-yard line. It's caught by Jenkins. Jennings, sorry. Said Jenkins. As a pass to Ayuk, and Ayuk gets about 10 on this. He gets pushed out of bounds. And he is John with the Green Bay secondary here. So San Francisco at about the 40-yard line, Green Bay 40-yard line. So the feeling I have, and it's just what's going on in my head as these teams are playing, is I feel much more confident when Jordan Love has the ball delivering passes than I do when Brock Purdy has the ball delivering passes. When Purdy puts the ball in the air, and Debo is out of the game again, when Purdy puts the ball in the air, it's almost like I clench a little bit, like there at the 37-yard line of Green Bay. So take that for what it's worth. Purdy, back to pass, throws it downfield, and that is out of bounds. Debo's going to the locker room, yeah. Yep. Edward Mayhew is in agreement with that statement. Yeah, it just feels like when Purdy puts the ball in the air, you kind of grit your teeth a little bit like, okay, let's make sure this isn't a bad pass. But when Jordan Love puts the ball in the air, you don't feel that. So that's just something of note. Something of note. And Ayuk is pissed off at Purdy. Looked like there was a miscommunication there. He felt he was wide open. McCaffrey up the middle, and he's going to looked like he was going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage, but pushed through for another 4 or 5 yards. Ray McLeod is getting into it with a member of Green Bay. Now, there's a lot of pushing and shoving in between each play. Oh, come on. Coming from a Purdy hater. I'm not a Purdy hater. We've gone over this. I call it for what it is. If I don't think a guy is elite, that doesn't mean I hate him. And Green Bay fans say I'm a Jordan Love hater. I can't criticize anybody. Brock Purdy. You want me to call him the great Brock Purdy? Great Brock Purdy. Back to pass out of the shotgun. Throws it downfield. Oh, and that is caught by Kittle. Beautiful pitch and catch. What a pass by Brock Purdy. How about that? Isaac? Isaac, I have been telling people to check on you left and right. Don't come at me, man. Don't come at me. That was a nice pass. That was an excellent pass. Kittle just got separation there. Beautiful pass right there on Darnell Savage. And San Francisco did what they needed to do. After that stop, they kept the momentum in their direction, took the lead. Extra point is good. We got a 7-6 game. All right, so San Fran is back alive. 86-yard drive after that 4th and 1 stop by San Francisco. Beautiful. Stone Eagles here. Ravens host the AFC Championship game. I wonder what the weather's going to be like. Let's see what the weather is going to be like in Baltimore next week. Let's check it out. Hold on a second. We have a wind chill advisory here in Florida, by the way. So thank God no one's playing football here. That's harrowing. I forgot how to spell Baltimore, apparently. Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, let's see what it's going to be like. So next Sunday, right now the forecast calls for 51 degrees, partly sunny. That's the high, and a low of 34. Not too bad. It's pretty mild for January in Baltimore. Pretty mild. All right. So that's interesting. That is interesting. That's what it's called for right now. I mean, obviously things change, but should be around that. So you guys want to know what the weather is going to be tonight here? It's going to be 33 degrees when I wake up. Are you kidding me? 33 degrees? Yeah. Florida. 33 degrees. Why did I have playoff games on so late? Yeah, it feels late. Feels late. Isaac is saying they're still losing. Isaac, I'm having a hard time believing you're actually a 49ers fan now. I think this might be a ploy of yours. And what the ploy is, I do not know. But it seems so, unless you're doing that thing where you're trying to will the opposite of what you're saying. Oh, they're so bad, they're going to lose. They're definitely going to lose, so that you feel like you didn't let yourself down if they happen to lose. But if you say they're going to win, then you think they're absolutely going to lose because you're saying they're going to win. I think you might be doing that. I don't know. 59 degrees and freezing. Yeah, 59 degrees is pretty cold for me. Try working in negative 20 degrees weather. No, thank you. I cannot do that. Isaac says, you can insult the Jets, but when I insult my team, you draw the line. Your team is 2 games away from the Super Bowl, Isaac, again. And they've been that way for years. What have the Jets done? So, yes, I can hate the Jets. You have no reason to hate the Niners. The Niners have done nothing but put together brilliant rosters for you to root for and be dominant in the NFC for years. Great coaching, great office. So you're not allowed to hate them, yeah. But what team would you rather be a fan of than the 49ers? Right now, let me see. What team would I look at and say, you know what, I would rather be a fan of that team than the 49ers? I don't think I could pick a team because the Niners have it all. And they have CMC. John Lynch is a brilliant general manager. Kyle Shanahan's a great coach. You have a stacked defense, playmakers everywhere. And you can even win with a subpar quarterback, which you've done. I mean, doesn't get much better than that. Jordan Love throws this downfield wide open. Was Jaden Reed. He almost dropped that. How did he get that wide open? Flips the field for the Packers on the first play. How did he get that wide open? Oh, man. Unbelievable. Crazy, 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 crazy. Yeah, Jordan Love's pretty good, yeah. He's looking pretty good. Jordan Love is showing us more and more as time goes on that he is pretty good. So the Packers are at the San Francisco 48. Aaron Jones avoids a couple of tackles, and he gets a gain of 10. Beautiful run by Aaron Jones. And that is did they give him the first down there, or is that going to be 2nd and 1? Second and 1 coming up for Green Bay. 7:36 left in the second half. Jordan Love working out of the shotgun. Gives it to Aaron Jones up the middle. He's got an easy first down and a few more. Jordan Love is 8 of 12 for 95 yards thus far. Is Bosa not in the game for the Niners? I think Bosa's in the game. They didn't say anything about him getting hurt, so can't imagine he wouldn't be in the game. So here we go. We have a 1st and 10 from the San Francisco 34. Jordan Love back to pass. He's got pressure on him. He's going to run, and he gets pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 2. No flag. Legal hit in bounds. No flag. That would have been a flag on Patrick Mahomes, though. And now there's a flag. I don't know who this is going to be on. This just feels like this could be a rivalry for years to come now, right? The way these teams are going at each other. Yeah, 50 flags immediately. If that was under Mahomes, that would have been, forget about it. There would have been ejections. So San Francisco is John with both teams. Personal foul for both teams. Offsetting penalties. It's just a waste of our time. Okay. Jamie wants to know if the Packers pull off an upset, does the teacher finally apologize? Chat, does anybody know the answer to that question? Zenith, my Niners best win, or I'm turning into a Texans fan. Uh-oh. No face mask on that, says Isaac. Yeah, that should have been a face mask. 2nd and 7. Oh, and there is the play is broken up. No flag. We got a 3rd and 7 coming up. People call me Stanky, saying the Packers win. Trent Darnell says the teacher never apologizes. No apologies necessary. Yeah. All the teacher did was make an observation. The Packers had a first-year starting quarterback, young receiving core, and he said, I think they win 5 games. It's nothing to apologize for. An early part of the season, Packers fans weren't looking for an apology because the Packers looked terrible in the early part of the season. Jordan Love throws the ball, and that is caught. Beautiful play by Jordan Love to Romeo Doubs. Wow. Jordan Love got pressured. That was elite, what he did right there. That was elite. Dobbs kept his feet in bounds. That was beautiful. When you can make plays like that, man. And now, so what we're starting to see from Jordan Love is he's doing things like this on a consistent basis. This isn't like bad play, okay play, bad play. Oh, look at that. That was beautiful. He's just doing this on a consistent basis. Huge catch. Do I think this is the best non-interdivision rivalry? Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good point. Aaron Jones gets stopped for a gain of nothing. This is a lesson for you all. Never bet on the Niners. P6 says the teacher predicted the Texans to have 4 wins, and there is not a Texans fan out there that asked me for an apology, including P6. Asked me to ask the teacher to apologize, rather. Jordan Love out of the Packers fans, you have to be just as surprised as the rest of us are that Jordan Love has done this in the second half of the season. The pretending that you knew this was going to happen is kind of crazy. Jordan Love gets the ball off, but that's going to be a loss of 2. Because when he played last year, he did not look good. And when he played at the early part of this year, he did not look good. And then all of a sudden, the light just came on. Jamie says, let's be honest, all other fans in the NFC North are the meme. They can't keep getting away from this. It's frustrating to be a fan. I'm not an NFC North fan, but if Jordan Love is indeed the next coming of the great Packers quarterback, which the way he's playing, I mean, that's a fair argument now. It wasn't early in the season. Now it's a fair argument. That sucks for the AFC. That sucks for the NFC North. It's just like, what the hell do we have to do? Jordan Love throws us to the end zone, and that's incomplete. He was pressured. Throw it to the back of the end zone. But so that, as I was saying before, what you get the feeling when he throws the ball that every pass is somehow going to be a completion. That you see that you start to feel that with elite quarterbacks. So Jordan Love is now is he elite? That's a real conversation. That's a real conversation we can have. And it's not a ridiculous conversation to have either. So Packers fans that want an apology, just listen to the things I say when I'm on stream or when I'm doing my vlogs or anything. Listen to the way I talk about these teams. You have to remember the skits. There's a lot of joking around that goes on in there. I'm not saying those predictions were joking around, but the poking and prodding of fan bases, that's joking around. But yeah, Jordan Love looks good. The Packers look good. They could be a problem for years to come. If this is a thing, we're going to keep saying. It could be a problem for years to come. It's remarkable that he's doing this. I don't think Romeo Doubs is that great of a receiver, and I don't think he's a receiver let me correct that. I don't think he's a receiver that would elevate a quarterback, and Love elevates him. So that says a lot. Oh yeah, Jamie, you could absolutely make an argument that he's top 12 now. I would not fight you on that at all. No one can judge my art, says Melissa. That is right, Melissa. That is right. Do not judge the art. Third elite quarterback for the Packers in 30 plus years. Haven't they had enough good fortune? Yeah, it's just fortune shines down on Green Bay, right? Pretty remarkable. Pretty remarkable. The Lions will dominate the North for many years to come. Edward, I would pump the brakes on that. I think Dan Campbell is a fine motivator. Do I think he is a top-notch head coach? He's a coach that guys want to play for. In terms of schematics, I don't think he's a guy that you worry about. You don't think Dan Campbell is going to come and out-scheme you in a game. But they're putting together a good roster. I love what the front office has done. And it's working. These guys want to play for them. But remember, Jared Goff is the quarterback. We know Jared Goff's not elite. Jared Goff is in that Kirk Cousins tier. Maybe, you can argue he's above Kirk Cousins, below Kirk Cousins. You can argue he's above Dak Prescott, below Dak Prescott, but that's the tier he's in. Jordan Love looks to be above that tier. Looks to be above that tier now from what we've seen in the second half of the season. I'm not seeing anything that makes me think he's going to come backwards now. Is it possible? Sure. But we're not seeing anything to lead us to believe that would be the case. So the Packers could be a problem again in the NFC North for years to come. They could be. Dan Campbell's the man. Yeah, Earl, I love Dan Campbell. I'm just throwing it for what it is. Are you worried about if my team is facing the Lions, I'm not worried about my coach getting out coached. And Robert Saleh's our head coach. I'm a Jets fan. Robert Saleh's our head coach. I don't believe him. I don't believe he's a good head coach. I'm not worried about Dan Campbell out coaching him. I'm worried about Andy Reid out coaching him. I'm worried about Kyle Shanahan out coaching him. Belichick, Sean McVay, those guys. I'm not worried about Dan Campbell out coaching him. But the Lions have a talented roster and they have a coach that they like to play for, the guy that fires them up. So that's there's something to be said for that. Brock Purdy out of the shotgun, gives it to McCaffrey, and he will get taken down after a short game. Edward Mayhew says our players will outplay them. That's what you have to hope for. But that only gets you so far because you can't always re-sign everybody. Guys get older. You're not always going to hit on draft picks. You're not always going to land the free agents you want to land. So coaching goes a long way. But, if Dan Campbell turns out to be a guy who can get the most out of whatever players are there, again, there's something to be said for that. I'm talking about schematically, though. I don't think anybody's worried about Dan Campbell out coaching them. Jennings with a 12-yard gain and a first down. And I'm not crapping on Dan Campbell. I'm not saying anything, but it's just, I think that's a fair statement. Greg says, I think Dan Campbell's underrated. He has helped develop Ben Johnson. That's a fair point. I think it's a point that you could easily push back on, though, because it helped, saying he helped develop Ben Johnson, McCaffrey with the gain of 2. Ben Johnson could be a guy who has a great offensive mind. So did Dan Campbell bring that out in him? I don't know that I would say that. I mean, we've seen, the Andy Reid coaching tree, for example. We've seen guys in that coaching tree not live up to what Andy Reid has done. We've seen guys in the Belichick coaching tree not live up to what he has done. So sometimes guys are just good coaches, and they happen to be. We're down to the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 8. Sometimes guys are just good coaches, so it's hard to say that because of this head coach, this guy is a better coach now. That's a hard argument to prove. When we don't know that Ben Johnson's going to be a good head coach, though, that's another thing. He's a very good offensive coordinator from what we're seeing. Does have a lot of talent on that team, but he's making the most of it. So there's something to be said for that. But we don't know what he's going to be as a head coach. We don't know if he's going to be a very good head coach. I think he will. I think he could, but we'll see. People, Kevin O'Connell coming from McVay's coaching tree. Everybody was so Kevin O'Connell's going to be great. Kevin O'Connell's going to be fantastic. I think he's okay. I don't know that we can say he's elite yet. I don't know that we'll ever say he's elite. Doug says, I'm a Pack fan, and I believe Dan Campbell is a hell of a motivator and a good coach. Yeah, he is a hell of a motivator. Yeah, and Ben Johnson can be a good coach. I think he can. We just don't know. Dan Campbell is the NFL's most publicly liked coach right now. Yeah, because he's the guy that will say, it's 4th and 30. F it, we're going for it. And they'll be screaming. I love Dan Campbell. But, again, my point is, when it comes to schematics, I'm not worried about Dan Campbell out-coaching too many guys. But hell of a motivator. And I'm not saying he's a bad head coach. But I'm talking about, when I'm talking about out-coaching people, I'm talking about the Shanahans and what, those are the coaches I look at and I say, regardless of what Mike Tomlin, regardless of what their roster is, they're going to be competitive. I don't know if I don't look at Dan Campbell the same way. I mean, he could prove me wrong over the course of his career. His career has been short. When he was interim coach for the Dolphins, he did a good job too. So I'll give him that. But right now, we just have to see more from him. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow can tell us a lot too. It's totally fine to go for it when you know you have the players to get the job done. In certain situations, I don't think going for it in that Cowboys game was very wise. I think, the initial decision to go for it, I was fine with. After that, after the penalties, I think he let his emotions get the better of him, which is a mistake. Pass out to McCaffrey, he gets the first down on 2nd and 8, and the Niners are just shy of the 50. So I think he let his emotions get the better of him. And as a head coach, you can't do that. You have to keep your emotions in check and do what's best for the team. I don't think after getting a penalty and then getting pushed back, they should have went for it. And then they had the Parsons penalty that brought it back. At that point, I think you just say, okay, you know what? Let's just kick the field goal. Let's just extend this game. He didn't do that. He let his emotions get the better of him. So, I questioned that. And I think that's fair. 4 yards on the pass to McCaffrey. So they are in Packers territory at about the 46 now. Earl Scott says, don't let his big dumb attitude fool you. No, I don't think he's a big dummy. Look, I don't. Don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. I am not crapping on Dan Campbell. I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but he did let his emotions get the better of him. And again, schematically, I don't think anybody would say, oh, we could put him in the Shanahan category. We could put him in the Andy Reid category. You can't. I don't think he's that coach. That doesn't mean he's dumb. Doesn't mean he's a bad coach. It's just a fair statement to make. Can he be? I mean, maybe, what we have to see over time. It's, we're not going to look at this year and say, okay, yeah, he's definitely this type of coach. But from what I've seen, he does let his emotions get the better of him. Christian McCaffrey runs up the middle for about a gain of 4. We got 3rd and 2 coming up. He let his emotions get the better of him in a big spot. And to me, that's a red flag. And then he doubled down on it. So that's what would worry me. That's what would worry me, right? You double down on something like that, and you do something like that, and then you're okay with it. It leads me to believe he would do it again. And if I'm a fan of that team, I try to put myself in those shoes. And I wouldn't want that. I would want him to calm down, be the voice of reason, and say, you know what? We're pissed off. We're going to tie the game, and we're going to beat the hell out of them. That's what I would have preferred him do. I think that would have made a bigger statement than continuing to go for it and just trying to muscle your way to a win. That doesn't, that doesn't fly with me. That doesn't jive with me. One thing that will be Dan's weakness is he lets his emotions get in the way. Yeah, absolutely. And at a certain point, to take the points and live another day. Yes, perfect, Jamie. That's exactly what I've been saying. Exactly what I've been saying. Anakin says it has happened, but it hasn't cost us in crucial games yet. And this is a fan. That's a fan talking, right? Brock Purdy gets the first down, throws this out to Jennings. So that's a fan talking, Anakin. You're saying, no. I mean, yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but it hasn't cost us anything yet. So we can't criticize him for that. But it did cost you. It cost you a game. You're still in the playoffs, yeah. But, I mean, things could have been different. It did cost you a game, though. So that's the concern. So as a fan, and I've done this before. So again, I'm not blaming you, Anakin, for doing this. I've done this before. I've let my emotions get in the way of looking at things logically. I try to take myself out of that and look at it from an outsider's point of view. And when I'm looking at, or I try to put myself in the position of what if I were a fan of that team, right? And if I was a fan of the Lions, this would be my exact take, is I want him to calm down with that. I want him to keep his emotions in check. And again, I had zero problem going for it. Going for the win there, zero problem. I loved it. But it didn't work out. Your leverage was gone at that point. And then there's a penalty. And then you're still like, F it, we're going to do it again. You have to keep your head in that point and say, you know what, we just as we were saying before, just as Jamie said, live to play another down instead of, now the odds are against you in that situation. Going up against the defense like the Cowboys. Cowboys are a good defense. They're, Mike McCarthy's no slouch as a head coach. Dan Quinn is no slouch as a coordinator. And now you're saying, well, F it. We got pushed back. We're still going to go for it. I don't think it was a wise move. And it's concerning. It's concerning. Anakin says the guy has like 2 40-ounce Starbucks, 3 espresso shots each day. It's fine, but he can't. If he's letting the coffee control him, man, then he's got to relax. Maybe have 1 espresso shot. Have 1 of the 40 ounces with 1 espresso shot, and then see what happens. Analytics have become too much. Simple as that. You're chasing plays and points. Yeah, the guy who got fired from the Chargers. I forgot his name now. But he was my God, he drove me crazy with his analytics. So yeah, analytics. I mean, look, there's something to be said for analytics. It's an important part of the game, but you can't rely solely on that. Yeah, Brandon Staley. I think I purposely forgot his name. Brock Purdy out of the shotgun, throws over the middle, and that is caught by McCaffrey, and that is about 2 yards shy of the first down. We got 38 seconds on the play clock, 17 seconds. San Francisco has one timeout. They're going to spike it here. Analytics usually has it right unless you're the Chargers. This is Tracy. Yeah. Astute observation. Jamie's a Dolphins fan. As a realistic Dolphins fan, I'm honest with Mike McDaniel. He can make some great plays, but managing a game is one of his biggest weaknesses. And honestly, if I was in David Ross's shoes, part one. Okay, so there's going to be a second part to that. Basics is back. What's up? So do you want Fangio gone as a Dolphins fan? 3rd and 1. Hire Eric Bieniemy as a head coach. You see, I don't know that Eric Bieniemy would be better than Mike McDaniel, to be honest. And look, I'm a Jets fan. I don't think Mike McDaniel is the problem. I think the problem is Tua is limited. We said this before McDaniel got there, and sometimes you get fooled by stats. But Tua's a limited quarterback. There's certain things he can't do. He can't play in cold. He's not very athletic. He's smallish. There's just certain things he can't do well, and that's going to be a hindrance. I think Mike McDaniel is a phenomenal play caller, and what he's done with Tua and with those weapons, I wouldn't be so quick to pull the plug on him and then bring in a guy like Eric Bieniemy, who, what has Eric Bieniemy really done? I mean, Andy Reid was the play caller in Kansas City. I mean, did he do anything in Washington that makes us say, "Oh, Eric Bieniemy is a hell of a coach"? Also, you have Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. You have to be bad at your job to not get something out of Patrick Mahomes. Purdy back to pass, throws this to the sideline. It's out of bounds. So, I would not bail on Mike McDaniel. Now, I get the criticism, but I think give him a little more time. I think a lot of the issue is with Tua. Yeah, Super Dave said it right there. Hill and Waddle hit a lot of Tua's weaknesses. Perfect. Couldn't agree more. And we got a field goal attempt coming up on 4th and 1. So San Francisco has 10 seconds left. Yeah, you got to kick the field goal here. Got to kick the field goal here. The Hill and Waddle definitely hid a lot of Tua's weaknesses. Isaac, wellness check. How you doing, man? So let's go, Moody. 48-yard attempt. Is he going to hit this? It's up. Oh, my God. Wow, that is blocked. Good God. Tom is the resident Miami fan, and he says Tua sucks. And Kevin, the co-resident Dolphins fan, and his dad is also a Dolphins fan. They tend to agree with that sentiment. That must hurt your hand to block a field goal. I feel like my finger would just get dislocated, and I would never want to play football again after that, ever again. Most search inflated stats are due to Hill and Waddle. You also have Achane. We're going to halftime, folks. You also had Achane there, who his speed was incredible. So yeah, Tua put up numbers, but it was the same way when Dak Prescott would put up numbers and Cowboys fans were saying, "Oh, Dak is elite. Dak is top 5." I was like, no, he's not. I mean, he's putting up numbers, yeah, but there's more to the game than just numbers. We can't look at numbers and say, okay, he got these numbers, therefore he is a top 5 quarterback. So Tua's numbers were great, but if Kirk Cousins was there, would Kirk Cousins not have similar or better numbers? You know what I mean? So there's a lot that comes into play. It's more than just numbers. Tom, the television champion, comes through with the fiver. Says, I've been a Tua supporter from day one, but he's proven over the last 2 years he isn't the guy. I agree with that. There was a second there where you're thinking maybe he can be, right? But then that's when you say we need to see more. Just like it's different because, right, with Jordan Love, you're seeing things consistently. You're not seeing these elite receivers elevate him. Because I don't believe they have elite receivers. I think Jaden Reed could be an elite receiver. I don't know if Christian Watson's an elite receiver. I definitely know Romeo Doubs isn't an elite receiver. Aaron Jones is an elite running back. But nobody's really elevating Jordan Love. With Tua, you had people elevating him. I mean, you put Tyreek Hill on a team, you think he's not going to get numbers? I mean, you'd have to be a terrible quarterback for that to happen. And Tua is accurate. And he was able to run the system fairly well, but there's just so much he can't do. And that becomes problematic. That shows at some point. When you start playing in these big games, that's going to show. It's going to come through, and you're going to see it, and you're going to say, oh, damn. That's what you're going to say. Oh, damn. What an astute observation by me. So, yeah, that's I'm just glad that Dolphins fans are finally coming around, just like Cowboys fans came around to the idea of Dak not being elite, right? Because we could point fingers at Mike McCarthy all we want, but Mike McCarthy has winning record after winning record after winning record. I'm not saying Mike McCarthy is an elite head coach, but you can do a hell of a lot worse than Mike McCarthy, and the guy does win games. He wins a lot of games. He'll make and because it's the Dallas Cowboys, these mistakes that he makes with clock management and whatnot are elevated. They're heightened. We pay more attention to them because it's the Dallas Cowboys, and we expect more from the Dallas Cowboys. So when something like that happens and it's Mike McCarthy, we are ready to jump down his throat and say he's a terrible coach, but he's really not. He's really not a terrible coach. I mean, he wins. Wins games. Again, I think these playoff games that the Cowboys have lost over the past few years, I think you have to put a lot of that on Dak Prescott. It's like Dak Prescott came out, played lights out football, and McCarthy just was out coached. That hasn't happened. Dylan says, I think the Dolphins keep Tua and will give him one more season, but at that point, you sort of wasted everyone's time. I agree with that. It's tough because what do you do at quarterback? What do you do when you're in this situation where, and now you're in the situation where they'll probably have to do something, like a prove it deal or something. Because you're going to give him a multi-year deal, that would be foolish, I think. But you're also in that situation where you have Hill and Waddle. You have this team that can be explosive on offense. But what option do you have at quarterback if you don't go with Tua? Cliff H says McCarthy is Basura. Listen, Mike McCarthy, I'm not saying Mike McCarthy is an elite head coach, but you can do worse than Mike McCarthy. And if you look at his track record over the years, he's won games, man. The guy's won games. Chris Greer said they're already going to extend him, right? Yeah, I thought I saw that. And everybody saying Mike McCarthy's garbage. It's easy to say that. But I think Robert Saleh is garbage. I would take Mike McCarthy over Robert Saleh in a heartbeat. And I guess that might be why I have the view that I have of certain things, because I know what it's like to go through the grind. It's been hard. The Jets have had bad head coach after bad head coach. Would I prefer McCarthy over Saleh? Yeah. Would I prefer McCarthy over what the Jets have had over the past, I don't know how many seasons? Yeah. Do I think McCarthy would be the guy to take them to a Super Bowl and have them be dominant? No, but he could make them playoff viable, and there's at least that. So that says something about him. Antonio Pierce, real deal or one hit wonder? It's hard. We have to see more from him. I like what I see, though. I like what I've seen so far in the short sample size. So I'm leaning toward him being a real deal. But again, it could be a Dan Campbell-like situation where he is a guy who motivates, maybe isn't great with the X's and O's, but guys want to play for him and he'll get the most out of them. And again, there's something to be said about that. Like you see Nick Sirianni in Philly, I don't think he's a good head coach at all. I don't think he's a good head coach. I think he had a very talented team, got them to a Super Bowl. I think they got themselves to a Super Bowl, honestly, and was badly outcoached in the Super Bowl against Kansas City. And then the collapse this year was ridiculous. And then you have to wonder about Jalen Hurts, right? We were talking about Jalen Hurts being easily top 5, and now we're looking at Jalen Hurts saying, is he even a good quarterback? Who is Dallas getting that's better than Mike McCarthy? Doug, exactly. People are saying Belichick, but obviously that didn't happen. But if you were going to go Belichick, then I could see you moving on from McCarthy to go Belichick. I could absolutely see that. Moving on from McCarthy to go Vrabel. I think Vrabel is a better head coach. But I could be wrong about that. But I would prefer Vrabel over McCarthy, but I don't think that's a move you make. Dan Quinn, I know a lot of Cowboys fans are saying just fire McCarthy and promote Dan Quinn. But remember, Dan Quinn needed Kyle Shanahan in Atlanta to get him to a Super Bowl. Once Kyle Shanahan left, Dan Quinn was not a good coach. Dan Quinn did nothing without Shanahan. So we can't look at Dan Quinn and say, oh, yeah, this is, let's hand the reins to him over McCarthy. That would be a mistake, I think. Belichick. Yep. Well, Super Dave. That's saying Super Dave said, I'm not sure Bill would go to Dallas. He would want control, and I seriously doubt Jerry would give him that much control. You're absolutely right. Jerry would not cede control, would not give up control, and Belichick wanted control. Belichick going to Atlanta is the perfect situation for him, or Belichick going to Los Angeles is the perfect situation for him. Either of those situations make sense because he can have full control, and those franchises have had it rough as of late, and they would have no problem handing over the reins to him. But Jerry wants his fingers in everything, and that's just not going to be a good marriage. No, I was saying, I'm not saying Belichick. So don't get me wrong. I wasn't saying Belichick to Dallas was a situation that was going to happen. I was saying if you are getting rid of, who would you get rid of McCarthy for? Somebody earlier said, who would you get rid of McCarthy for if you're Dallas? Like who's better than McCarthy that you would bring in? And if you could get Belichick, I was saying, I could see that. Looking at the coaching pool right now, Belichick, maybe even Harbaugh. But other than that, that's it. I like Vrabel, but I don't know that you do that. But I'm just saying, for argument's sake, if Belichick were a viable option, if Jerry said, okay, you know what, I'm going to give up everything, I'm going to let Bill take over. You getting rid of McCarthy for Belichick would make sense. Other than that, though, I mean, what do you getting rid of McCarthy? That doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense to me right now. As a Dolphins fan, it could be worse. You could have Kenny Tiny Hands Pickett, or you could have Zach Wilson. That's even worse. It's 37 by you right now and still going down. I don't even know what it is here. Let me see. I don't even know it. I think Vrabel could end up in Los Angeles. I think that would be a wise move for them. I think that would be a perfect move for them. 43 here right now. 43 degrees. Well, Sean Payton's not available. Yeah, Dylan says McCarthy, if he was going to get fired, he would have been fired last year when Sean Payton rumors were swirling in Dallas. Yeah, there was talk of that. That I could have seen too. If it's going to go down to 32 tonight, oh my God. That I could have seen. Getting rid of McCarthy to go, plus Sean Payton has the history there. He's the history with Jerry. So that would have made sense. But yeah, other than these big names, it doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense to get rid of McCarthy. Vrabel in LA would be very interesting. Yeah, Doug, I agree with that. What would I give up for a Jets playoff run? Probably this finger. I wouldn't give up any of my fingers for a Jets playoff run. They shouldn't need me to give up anything. I've already given up my time, which is more valuable than anything. I've given up years of my life. They should be happy with that. They shouldn't need me to give up limbs or sneakers or whatever. Right, Yurik? Yurik's sitting over there. Yurik hasn't even said hi to you guys in a while. Old Whiskey and Botox wants a yes man in Dallas, such as Jason Garrett. Yeah, that's what he wants. He wants a yes man. I thought for a moment that perhaps Jerry would say, you know what? I just want to win. I'll do whatever. But that was just me thinking, that I might do that if I was in his position. Tom says he'd give up his bum pinky for a new QB. Well, if the pinky's bum, then I guess I could see that. If it doesn't work, I mean, it's just sitting there hanging out. Why not? But if the Jets stay healthy next year, I think they can make a pretty decent push. Interested to see what they're going to do in this offseason. It's so frustrating to sit through this year after year of them being in this position of you watch week one and you're just like, oh, well, the season's over. I mean, that's year after year we've been through that, and that's extremely frustrating. I don't want that to happen. If the Jets could at least make a decent run, get in the playoffs, even if they lose in the playoffs, if it's a good game, yeah, I'll be heartbroken at the loss, obviously, but I'll walk away from the season saying, at least that was exciting. We're in the third quarter, folks. At least that was exciting. I haven't been able to say that in a while as a Jets fan. I've not been able to say that in a while. So Brock Purdy is under center, ladies and gentlemen. And my stream is acting a fool again. Hand off to Juwan Jennings. Look at that. So my stream is a little behind you guys now, and Jennings will lose yards on the first play of the third quarter. They hand off to Juwan Jennings. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what play call was that, but Debo's out. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. 2nd and 11. I said San Francisco would be unbeatable if they can stay healthy. Not staying healthy so far. Ray McLeod with about a 5 or 6 yard reception over the middle. Ronnie Lott, they give up a pinky to keep playing. He did. That's true. Yeah, Jamie, I'm not opposed to the Jets trading up, saying it might be worth to trade up if a lineman falls. Yeah, I am not opposed to a trade up. whatsoever. Give up whatever you have to give up to get Joe Alt. I'm fine with that. Purdy throws downfield. Oh, it is just out of reach of Ayuk. And we got a 4th and 5 coming up, and they're going to have to punt. I'm fine with that. And look, you have this GM that could be a lame duck GM. I mean, if the season is garbage midway through, you know they're overhauling the coaching staff and GM at the end of the season. So, and you know Rodgers isn't going to stay there. If they're playing, there's a bunch of injuries, and you know it's just the season goes south and it's a mess again. They're gonna have to blow it up. I think they're gonna have to blow it up. So, going into, if I'm Joe Douglas, I'm going in with that knowledge. I'm saying I want to do everything I can to prevent that from happening. So if it means mortgaging the future a little bit, fine. Let's just win now. Let's get the left tackle in here. That'll be here for the next decade. At least we'll have that in place, and then you never know. I mean, you could hit on draft picks in the 2nd, 3rd round or whatever. Giving up a first next year to move up and get a guy like Joe Alt, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. How do I feel about a trade for Bakhtiari? The problem is Bakhtiari. Like I know he's been injured. I'm not so worried about that. I think I don't think Bakhtiari would want to come to New York unless they change out the turf, because he's been very vocal about that turf at MetLife Stadium. So if they're not changing that out, I don't think that is in the cards. But I would rather get the O lineman. I would rather make a play for Joe Alt if we could. And then if you're giving up, you don't have to. Would you have to even trade for Bakhtiari? I don't think you'd have to trade for him. I think you would just have to sign him. Because I don't think, it wouldn't have to be a trade. So I'd be fine if they wanted to sign him. He can't stay healthy, yeah. But if the Jets, let's say they get a Joe Alt, right, and then you bring him Bakhtiari, like depth, just cool with that. Like just get as many good offensive linemen as you can. If Bakhtiari misses a few games, okay, fine. But if we have depth there, then that's fine. I don't want to see. I mean, I know earlier on I was thinking, well, it's okay because you can move AVT to tackle. He can play. He's versatile. But I want AVT to stay in the middle. I want him to stay at guard. He keeps getting hurt at tackle. It's not his natural position. I would rather AVT stay at tackle. What would be cool is if Tippmann could be the other guard, and Connor McGovern at center. I like that, but the tackle positions need to be shored up, man. They really need to fix that tackle position. I don't think Bakhtiari has one more year. Yeah, but I think he will. I think he's going to get cut. From everything I've been reading, it's kind of like a foregone conclusion that Bakhtiari is just going to be available, not via trade. Love over the middle. That's caught by Musgrave. It's gain of 6. No, Jason Kelsey is probably in my opinion, I would say the best center of all time. And I'm a guy who loves Kevin Mawai, but Jason Kelsey was. I don't know of a center that I can clearly put above him. So yeah, Hall of Fame worthy, absolutely. 2nd and 3. Aaron Jones goes up the middle. He gets stopped after a gain of 2, so we'll have a 3rd and 1 coming up. Oh, Jets Dolphins play-by-play. Oh yeah, that was the Black Friday play-by-play SG is doing now. Thank you, SG. I was very nice to you about the Ravens winning today. I even brought the score up again for you, and now you're bringing back the Black Friday, whatever it was called. What is it? The Hail Mary, 3rd and 1. How dare you, SG? Isaac, get your brother under control. Hand off to Aaron Jones, and he falls forward for the 1st down. So on 3rd and 1, they get it. Jeff Saturday, yeah, Jeff Saturday would probably be the closest. Edward Mayhew, Hughes better, Love or Stroud? You have to give it to Stroud. You have to give it to Stroud right now. But Love is looking. I'm not even going to say he's looking good. I'm going to say he's looking like he could be elite. Love is looking like he could be elite. I think CJ Stroud is elite. But I think it's hard to make a full determination on that based on this year. But next year we'll be able to see. End around to Jaden Reed, sorry. That's about a 10-yard gain. Looks like he's got a first down. Parcells, Richard Hall. If I can bring back a former coach to coach for a team one game, who would it be? Parcells. Hands down. Go Parcells. Without a doubt. Can I put Belichick in there? Because he was our coach for like the 7 hours. Nathan Shapiro here. For once, I'd like the Packers to not have a generational talented quarterback for a decade. Yeah. That's crazy. You just keep stumbling upon them. They just keep finding them. 2nd and 1. Fake to Jones. Love back to pass. Throws it out to Aaron Jones. He catches it, but he's going to lose a few yards on that. Oh, he said no catch. Okay. So it looked like his foot was out of bounds when he caught it. Stroud didn't do much today, just saying, yeah, he didn't. But, I mean, as a rookie, he didn't need how many years to sit behind someone to do what he did this year. You can't ignore that. Can't ignore that. So just because he didn't look good today against an elite defense, and the Ravens have an elite defense, I don't think we could ignore what he did in his rookie season when we were talking, there were rumblings of him perhaps being MVP. So that's that's all you need to know about CJ Stroud. Yeah, Stroud didn't turn the ball over either. He doesn't turn the ball over. Edward Mayhew says no excuse. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Saying the guy has been elite his entire rookie season is not an excuse. Today was a bad game, a playoff game against an elite defense. It's not an excuse. Tom Brady had bad games. Can't look at one game and say, oh, this guy's not good anymore. Jordan Love's had bad games too, by the way. Jordan Love's had more bad games this season than CJ Stroud has, and Jordan Love's been in the league for many more years. Love falls forward, and that's a first down. Love had the chance to sit and learn. Yeah, he didn't. Well, did he need to sit? Maybe, because when we saw him, did they not give them that first down again? Wow, I thought he had that first down. They spotted it short. But when we saw Jordan Love come in, those short little windows that we saw him, didn't just look okay. He looked bad. So yes, I would say he needed to sit. So they're going to challenge this one now. 4th and 1. Challenge flag thrown. Yeah, I think Jordan Love got that. I think that's clear that he got it. This will be overturned. Oh, Nathan says it right here, bro. Love versus Mahomes in the second year was some of the worst quarterback play I've ever seen. Yes, that was a terrible game. Jordan Love looked bad. I think he needed to sit. We don't know if we would have gotten this from him if he hadn't sat as long as he did. So, yeah, I think he needed to sit, because when in those little windows that we saw him, he looked bad. Like, not just bad, but bad. Like Zach Wilson bad. And the drive will continue. Yeah, Love improved greatly over the season. That's true. But I'm putting CJ Stroud over him, though, right now. Again, this is CJ Stroud's first year with a defensive head coach. CJ Stroud comes in with the Houston Texans, who have been a garbage franchise, gets them to the playoffs, and is in the MVP conversation in his rookie year. I don't know if you're going to use today to knock CJ Stroud down, then okay. But that's tough. That's tough. Oh, and Jones fumbles. Flags come out. So that's a big loss on 1st and 10. Let's see what happens here. That's going to be on the Packers. So it's going to be declined. P6, you have been a garbage franchise. Come on. You have to admit, when your franchise has been garbage, you have to admit that. They weren't. They've been for the better part of in recent memory. They've been a garbage franchise. Not anymore, but they were. So we got a 2nd and 21. Love back to pass, but this is the thing: is when Jordan Love in the 2nd and 21, you have faith that maybe he could hit something, and he hits it to gets passed to Aaron Jones. He gains a few yards, about 3 yards, I think. Missed face mask there. So yeah, that's what. CJ Stroud too, though, but Jordan Love in these situations, that was a big missed face mask. With Jordan Love in this situation on 3rd and 15, you're thinking if he has time, he can very well hit this. Chances of him hitting this are pretty good, I'd say. So that's the type of quarterback he's becoming. Love launches it downfield. Look at this. Oh, and there's a flag. Yeah, all over him. My God. To Bo Melton. Man. Pass interference. Garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Playing the receiver instead of the ball. Big mistake. Big mistake. Big mistake. Big news out of Washington. A trade? What's the trade? What's the trade? Love throws. Wow, wide open. Bo Melton wide open. How is he that wide open in the end zone? My God. What are the Niners doing? Jesus. How do you leave him that wide open? Were his feet in? Yeah, it looks like a touchdown. Wow, man. What are the Niners doing? Garbage, garbage, garbage defense. And Green Bay is going to go for the field goal. That pass interference call was huge. Huge. Bo Melton, man. Extra point is up and it's good. Niners, what are you doing? So if the Packers win the Super Bowl, I have to get a Jordan Love jersey. Well, the teacher has to get a Jordan Love jersey and wear it all next season. So what the hell? This is bad. Stop this man. Somebody stop this man. Niners, Isaac, tell your Niners to stop this man. What are they doing? You guys are about to see Lord Chair because it's pee break time. But I got to update that. I'll be right back. I'm going to give you Lord Chair for a moment. Oh, good God, Jordan Love. Oh my God. Unreal, unreal, unreal. I cannot be buying a Packers jersey. I don't wear jerseys. I was thinking about maybe buying a Jets jersey at some point, but my God, if I have to buy the next jersey I buy has to be a Jordan Love jersey, I'm going to be pissed off. I'm putting my hood on. This calls for a hood. Lord Chair. We'll let you wear a sport coat over your Jordan Love jersey. Yeah, well, the sport coat is going to cover the jersey, but you're still going to see that stupid V, the green and the yellow and the 10. And my Lord. So wait a minute. What was this trade? Hold on. Was this really a trade? Trevor McDonald's here. Oh, we're talking about a fantasy football trade? Is that what you're talking about? Buy a Vinny jersey? I had a Vinny jersey. Buy a CJ Stroud jersey. The hoodie has returned, yes. This is the only thing that can save the San Francisco 49ers right now, is the hood. I want a Lord Chair emote. Yeah, I gotta get that. Listen, the stream. I've got big plans for the stream and for everybody. So just stick with me. This is still very early. I haven't even done a full season of NFL football. You believe that? It feels like I've been doing this forever. Purdy throws the ball to CMC and he gets about a gain of 3. P6, what are you talking about? You're saying Washington and I got Trevor Lawrence. I don't know what is going on. I thought you said the Washington Commanders made a big trade, and now you're talking about Trevor Lawrence. What is going on? Yeah, I'm gonna do some emotes. Oh, Madden. Okay. Second and 6. Brock Purdy out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Oh, throws us way over the head of Christian McCaffrey. So it turns out when Brock Purdy can't just hand the ball to a playmaker on his team, he sucks. Oh, Isaac. Terrible. Nathan, you make metal music? If I could see, email me some, man. Dude, that'd be awesome. And Purdy back to pass, throws it over the middle. It's caught by George Kittle. He's across the 40, the 45, the 50. He is in Green Bay territory down to the Green Bay 40. Beautiful play by George Kittle. Look at that. Look at that. Trevor McDonald says, if the 49ers lose, who do I think's future looks worse between them, the Cowboys, and the Eagles? I would say the Eagles, honestly. Losing Jason Kelce, we don't know. I think Sirianni is a bad head coach. We don't know what Jalen Hurts is, apparently. Is he good? Is he not? We don't know. I would say the Eagles. McCaffrey up the middle. Big gain for McCaffrey. He's going to get in the end zone. Inside the 10, 5, touchdown. Green Bay's defense just fell apart there. CMC. Is he an MVP? Should he be the MVP? Could be. If there's anybody out there other than Lamar Jackson who deserves MVP, it's CMC. And I would give it to CMC, honestly. But they're going to give it to a quarterback. And if they're giving it to a quarterback, it's totally Lamar Jackson. This is going to be a 14-13 game after the extra point, folks. This is up and it's good. Wow, the Niners just bounce back just like that. Getting the ball to their playmakers, George Kittle and CMC. Boom. Look at that. And we got Flock of Seagulls playing. I ran so far away as they're showing a highlight of Christian McCaffrey. Who is Ed McCaffrey's son, by the way? Did anybody know that? Thank you, Nathan. That's awesome. That is awesome. Nathan, what is your favorite band? So if you could compare your stuff to, I know it's tough to do, but who are your influences, I'll say? What current bands are you influenced by? Hoodie off, please. No, the hoodie helps. The hoodie worked, says Brian Davis. Yes, the hoodie shall remain. I cannot listen. I will do whatever it takes to avoid having to get a Jordan Love jersey. If I have to drop, what do jerseys cost nowadays? Like $30, right? Jordan Love jersey, that should be like $30. If I have to get a Jordan Love jersey, I'm going to be PO'd. You guys don't want me to be PO'd. Everyone knows that, Rich? No, you didn't know that, Tom. I can tell by the way you typed that out. Ed was a beast for the New York Giants in Denver, yeah. I mean, I'm behind, Dylan, but I mean, I don't know what I can do about it except move to a different place in the world and try to be ahead, and that's not going to happen. Let me see if I can make this more. I can't control my internet stream, Dylan, with your little Packers logo there. Okay, so let's see. Look, you see, this is what I'm talking about. Packers fans saying I don't care that I'm behind. How dare you? Replica jerseys, $100. Oh my God, Tom, come on. Tom, are you shopping at the elite of the elite stores? Are you getting that from like Tiffany's or something? $100? Are they crazy? Is it laced with diamonds? $30 on Wish. That's where I want to shop then. If it's $30 on Wish, I'll shop at Wish. Isaac had to take a walk. Isaac, I put the hoodie up. I don't know if you were here. I said I'm putting the hoodie up and it's going to bring the Niners luck, and that's what happened. Dylan saying don't leave anymore. Maybe 39 seconds. Okay. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. Yeah, Father Disma says the NFL stuff is highway robbery. Yeah, I've seen a couple of Jets hoodies and stuff that I wanted to get, and I was just like, is that really the price? Like, I'm not wearing this to go out to dinner or anything. Oh my God. Wow. Isaac, you have to go for a walk again. Nixon. Oh, and he fumbles. And Green Bay picks it up, it looks like. Wow. Oh my God. This game is getting out of hand, guys. Warbringer's drummer actually produced you. Whoa, good stuff. I almost said the S word. Green Bay looks like they recovered it. Man, what a return. Yeah. All right, Isaac. Go take a walk. The jersey from Wish says love LUV. I'm fine with that. You guys would know with the jersey. As long as the number's right, that's all that matters. Yeah, Green Bay recovered that. I can't imagine Green Bay wouldn't have recovered that. Oh, man. Yeah, Wilson picked that up. Oh, man. So Jordan Love has the ball at the 20-yard line. Can you believe this? Isaac's presence is overpowering my hoodie's good luck. And Jones loses a yard. That was a crazy recovery. Crazy recovery. Oh, yeah, Nathan, post some of the stuff in the Unofficial Pro Football Demon Discord. Somebody throw him the link if you can. Over the middle. Oh, my God. Within the 5. Romeo Dobbs catches this at the 5-yard line. Jordan Love with a beautiful pass. P6 has Tyron Smith and Honey Badger. And free agency. Scantor, thank you for the Discord link. What a throw by Jordan Love. Yeah, and he got hit on that. That was a hell of a throw. Hell of a throw. Love out of the shotgun from the 5. First down. Jones up the middle, gains about 2. So we have a 2nd and goal from about the 3. Remember to like the stream. Yes, thank you, Scantor. Like the stream helps. It helps push this out to other people who might be like, hey, who is this guy? Oh, wait a minute. What is that? NFL high school. What is that? So Jordan Love out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Oh, beautiful pass to Luke Musgrave and that. Oh, no, that's Kraft. Tucker Kraft. Beautiful pass by Jordan Love to Tucker Kraft. Green Bay is back in the end zone after the beautiful kick return by Nixon. And it was fumbled. And the Niners didn't come up with it. Wow. Wow, Jordan Love is virtually unstoppable tonight, folks. Can't believe it. Man. This is crazy. Ravens Fanatic says, let's go Green Bay. We got some Green Bay fans hanging out here. And they're going to go for 2. Wise decision. Wise decision with the way Jordan Love's been playing. I wouldn't doubt if he got this. I wouldn't doubt him getting this, is what I should say. Love out of the shotgun on the 2-point version attempt. He's going to throw it to Aaron Jones, who's wide open. Wow. And he catches it. Unbelievable. What are the Niners doing on defense? They're just leaving guys wide open. Leaving guys wide open. Packers are playing their asses off. Man, this is insane. I have got to update this. All right, Niners, come on, get your crap together. What is going on? 21-14. Are you serious? They didn't account for the running back on that. Loco. Well, somebody call somebody. Call somebody and tell them they have to account for the running back. They should know this. They're in the NFL. Yeah, Debo's out, Remy. Debo's out. To think the Packers quarterback to break the Niners hold over them may be Jordan Love. Yeah. And then he will be the Jets quarterback in the next 15 years. Excellent. It's all playing out just as I suspected. Jordan Love is really going to run through the top 3 seeds and road to a ring. Yeah. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Isaac's going to walk until he weighs 55 pounds. He's going to walk all his angst and calories off. Oh, man. It's that feeling you get when you feel like a quarterback is unstoppable. Like you can't do anything to stop him. It's like the Packers have that going for them right now. It almost feels like when I don't even want to say this. This feels like when I first started watching Tom Brady and thinking, this guy just completes every friggin' pass. There's always somebody open somehow. It just feels like that's what's happening here. And God, I hope that's not the case because Packers fans are going to be insufferable. Does the NFL script feel useless now? We have to wait until the end of this game. If this happens, then perhaps, yeah. Then perhaps. Feels like it's predestined. It kind of does have that feeling, Aaron. It does have that feeling. Feels magical. And the Niners look like they're getting frustrated. Look at that. Eric Wilson. Picked up that that dude's delts are ridiculous. My God. It just feels like magical, right? Oh my God, in San Francisco. Oh. Ray McLeod just gets tripped up, or he would have been gone. Man, these teams are fighting hard. Rick says, quit talking about the Packers, talk about the Niners. They're the better team. Well, they're losing right now, Rick. So that's tough to make that statement. There's a flag. Is this going to be on the Niners? Wow. Personal foul. San Francisco's got to get their heads out of their asses. Pushing people. Oh, that was a dive. Come on. That was BS. That was BS. Come on, Trent Williams. Jonathan Owens pushed him first. Yeah, that was a flop. There goes McCaffrey. He gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, Purdy's never going to hear the end of it. If he throws an interception, it leads to a Green Bay score. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Kyle Shanahan's pissed off at Trent Williams right now. He's probably never going to talk to him again. And I can't blame him. Purdy back to pass, throws this out to McCaffrey. So that's a gain of 5. Green Bay is just like, okay, we just have to cover Christian McCaffrey, and we got this. Yeah, that Deebo Samuel injury was big, man. That was big. Undertaker's theme music playing for San Francisco right now. Bong. And Purdy on 3rd and 5. Let's see what he does here. Purdy throws it downfield. Oh, and that was almost picked off. Wow. Wow. Purdy, what are you doing, dude? That could have been big. Man, that was an easy interception. Second time Purdy did that. That should have been picked. The one earlier should have been picked. This should really be a blowout by the Packers right now. Honestly. They just can't move the ball. Well, I mean, McCaffrey did before, but you're putting it in Purdy's hands, man. He's having trouble completing these passes. And Jaden Reed doesn't go down. That's like Madden. Like he got hit and just stood up. Looked like a glitch. Isaac's going to go eat dinner. Isaac, enjoy your dinner. Take a deep breath. The number 1 seed is on the ropes indeed. Packers defense definitely can't catch this game. But here's the look, the way Jordan Love's been moving the football. You cannot just be giving him the ball back. What is going on with my green screen here? Hold on. There we go. I got to fix it. Oh, my God. Oh, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Oh, there we go. Okay. Don't forget about Kittle, yeah. The best swordsman does not fear the second best. He fears the worst, since there's no telling what that idiot is going to do. Friend's a Niners fan. He just sent the word hate in the chat roughly 37 times. Yep. Hate is right. Did schematics from a scheduling standpoint help her preparation? The Green Bay playing last week help their chances? I think Green Bay. I don't think that helped their chances. I think Green Bay's quarterback is far and away better than San Francisco's quarterback right now, and probably. I'm going to say definitely. I mean, where are we putting Brock Purdy? If we were ranking quarterbacks right now, where would we put Brock Purdy? Where would we put Jordan Love? I think that's the story of the game right now. I think that's the story of the game. The Jordan Love's completing his passes. Jordan Love's finding the open guy. Brock Purdy is throwing over the heads of the open guy, almost throwing interceptions, relying on Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle to make these big plays. That's typically what Brock Purdy does. Jordan Love is making the plays. So I think that is I think that's the difference right here. I don't know if schematics has anything to do with it. People call me Stanky, says Purdy is a fraud. Yeah, I mean, we saw the same thing with Jimmy Garoppolo, right? And there's a reason why San Francisco drafted Trey Lance, because they thought they were getting a stud. They wanted to upgrade that position that has been such a hindrance for him. Christian Watson makes a play. Look at this. He gets 10 yards. That's a first down. I would not be opposed to the Jets drafting a quarterback, Tracy Ann. I would not be. At this point, is it Shanahan's fault? It's tough, man. If your quarterback is mid, it's tough, and that's what San Francisco's had. They've had mid quarterbacks. Aaron Jones falls and the only reason he lost the yard is because he fell. It's tough when you have a mid quarterback. I don't know that you can put that on Kyle Shanahan. I think you can actually say Kyle Shanahan has gotten the most out of these quarterbacks. That's the way I would look at it. I don't know that I can look at it and say, would Brock Purdy be anything without Kyle Shanahan? I don't know. I'm going to say probably not. Probably wouldn't even be starting for a team right now. Yes, Purdy's a product of a great team around him. And look, he's had his games, but he's run the system the way he's supposed to run the system and has had great playmakers around him. So, he can take direction and get the ball to playmakers. So, yeah, that's what you call a game manager, right? Brock Purdy can manage a game. Tough to win a Super Bowl with a game manager, as we've seen. He needs to take the game into his hands and make plays, and that's what Jordan Love's done. The Jets aren't drafting a quarterback because and that's picked off the hands. Beautiful big play by San Francisco. He's got to run forward, though. He's running backwards. Just fall, man. Jesus. What are you doing? Just fall. Greenlaw should have just fell forward. He cost himself 5 yards there. But off the hands of Kraft, that was thrown behind him. That was a bad pass. And Greenlaw picks it off as it gets tipped in the air. And the Niners will take over at about the 50. Somebody talking about what were we talking about? The Jets drafting a quarterback. So here's why they want to draft a quarterback. And it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not saying I'm against them drafting a quarterback. I would like them to draft a quarterback. If they were to trade up and draft J.J. McCarthy, I'd be thrilled with that. It's not going to happen because Joe Douglas isn't concerned about, do we have a next quarterback after Aaron Rodgers? He doesn't care about that. He needs to win this coming year, this coming season, or he's gone. And Salah's gone. So they're going to do whatever they have to do, future be damned, to make sure they can fix the problems they have now So you get the lineman. If you want to trade up for a lineman, you're doing that. If they trade up, they're trading up for a lineman, not trading up for a quarterback. Trading up for that tackle. So if they trade up. And I think he'll make phone calls, Joe Douglas. They call him Trader Joe for a reason. I mean, he likes to do that. So there's no way they're drafting. Maybe in the later rounds they might grab somebody, but they're not taking one of those. They're not trading up for a quarterback because Joe Douglas doesn't care about what happens after this year. If like right now, he doesn't care about what happens after this year. Right now, he just cares about this year coming up because if this doesn't work, he's gone. Jets let Zach Wilson down. Zach Wilson not being a good quarterback let Zach Wilson down. We heard the Jets let Sam Darnold down. And while I get the sentiment, but we also have to look at the possibility that these guys are not very good NFL quarterbacks. And Sam Darnold went with Matt Rule to Carolina, who Matt Rule was a guy who said, I want to give up assets for him, good assets, a couple of second rounders to bring Sam Darnold there. So he saw something in Sam Darnold, thought he can work with him. And if you remember Matt Rule at his later press conferences when Sam Darnold didn't have Christian McCaffrey anymore, Matt Rule was saying, yeah, you can't make some of those throws that he makes. He makes poor decisions. So that's not on the Jets. That's on Sam Darnold. Zach Wilson, same thing. Same thing. Zach Wilson does some boneheaded stuff. I just don't think this kid has it. Don't think Zach Wilson has it. I don't think that's the Jets letting him down. I think that's him. The Jets didn't do him any favors, I would say. But I don't think Zach Wilson on another team would be starting and killing it right now. Brock Purdy gets about a yard on that run. I feel like it's now you see when Lamar does that, he gets there quickly. Purdy, it felt like it took him 15 minutes to get to the sideline on that. DCL is back. What's up, DCL? How about Zach Wilson as a backup running back instead of a quarterback? Put Zach Wilson anywhere else except quarterback. I would rather have Sam Darnold, honestly. People call me stanky. I think Darnold. I don't think Darnold's a good quarterback, but I think Darnold was a better bad quarterback than Zach Wilson is. So there we go. Darnold was actually tough, right? This is incomplete to Brandon Ayuk. Zach Wilson is not. He doesn't have the toughness Sam Darnold has. DCL says, am I the only one that thought the 49ers would be winning against the Packers? I think maybe. I don't know. Crazy. I leave the stream to eat, and now things are starting to heat up. Void reality. This game has been game's been crazy. 3rd and 9 for Brock Purdy. They have to capitalize on this. Purdy throws it to Ayuk. That was a low pass. Ayuk with a nice catch on that. That was a low pass. Ayuk just dropped his hands down, caught it. Big play by Brandon Ayuk. You see, that's what I'm talking about. These players are elevating Purdy. With Jordan Love, it's the other way around. He's elevating the players. So that's the difference in the quarterback play we're seeing here. Loco saying Zach Wilson will have flourished if he didn't go to the Jets. I think he's trolling me. I don't think he believes that. He's crazy. The guy who's saying Caleb Williams is going to be a bust is saying Zach Wilson will have flourished. Purdy, wow, what a bad pass, man. My God. Purdy, settle down, dude. My Lord. That was terrible. Oh, Bubba comes in, glass breaks. Please, Rich, please accept my condolences on the passing of your father-in-law and the PFA and all. So I will, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sad. I was very, very, very close with him. One of the nicest men you will ever meet. So I appreciate that, dude. I really do. Brock Purdy back to pass. Terrible pass again by Purdy. He had McCaffrey open and he had Kittle open, and I don't know where he's throwing his football. 3rd and 10 now. He keeps playing like this. This is the beginning of the end. What the F are the Niners doing? Red X Power shows up. He is the multiversal champion. There is his belt. He pops on the stream. Brock Purdy is playing horribly. Horribly. My God, put Sam Darnold in. that's where I am right now. Put Sam Darnold in. There is Red X Power's multiversal title hanging there, all 8 pounds of its gold. Doug Pitt says he needs the Discord link on Facebook Live. 2 Bo Nix to the Jets, maybe the future. I mean, if they can get good value on that, I'd be fine with Bo Nix and see what he can do. I'll see if I can get you that Discord link. Hold on a second. So Purdy out of the shotgun on 3rd and 10. And he's gonna get sacked. He gets taken down. Garbage. Garbage. This guy is horrible. Horrible. All right. I don't know how to send the Discord link. Wait a minute. Here we go. I got it. I think I got it. So we're going to a commercial here. Before the field goal. Man, garbage. Bo will be a later round pick, Rich. Don't mostly because of his age. Moody will miss the kick. Don't bother changing the score. Every time Isaac shows up, the Niners start sucking. Yeah, Isaac, what is it with you, man? You're like a black cat for this team. It's the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen. I don't know how to send the Discord link to you. I don't know how to even find it. I am so new to Discord. I'm trying to do it from my phone. Let me see. Oh, I got it here. I got copy link. My bad. All right, I'm going to head over to Facebook now. And I will post it in the Facebook chat for you, my dude. Just bear with me. There you go. There's the Discord link in the Facebook. You should have it there now. Should I just turn the TV off? Maybe, Isaac. We can tell you what's happening. You can check in with us. I got the score right above my head here, so you can see there. You can see the quarter. I mean, I got you covered. I have to ask PFA if she could bring me some water with lemon. I am so sorry to bother you, but would you mind bringing me some water with lemon? ? I ran out and my throat is killing me. There we go. Let's see if PFA gets that. Turn off all social media and the TV, Isaac, says Tom. Oh, it's the fourth quarter? Yes, we're going into the fourth quarter. Isaac, I'm going to do you solid right here. I'm going to put 17 on the board for San Francisco. So this is the game. San Francisco loses this game. This is the game where all the Niners fans are saying, Brock Purdy sucks. We need to get rid of him. And I don't know that I could disagree with that. He's playing Garbaggio. We start the fourth quarter. We get to do this again tomorrow, guys. How excited are you for that? Isaac, I gave you the 3 points already. How's that? Listen, it is going to, he's going to hit this. He's going to hit this. Have faith. I have the hood on. You should turn on Brock Purdy. He's been playing like an a-hole tonight. And there is Moody, and he puts it through. What did I tell you, Isaac? Yeah, he got it. There you go. Look at that. 52 yards. Beautiful. So we got a 52-yard field goal, make the score 21-17 Green Bay. We could still get to 30-24, my prediction. So first Jimmy G, then Lance, then Purdy. Yeah, you'd have to wonder. Did they give up on Trey Lance a little too quickly? I don't know. They must have been seeing things that they did not like. And Quay Walker's back. Trey Lance was the biggest waste of a pick ever. I would argue that Zach Wilson was the biggest waste of a pick ever. That quarterback class is Justin Fields the best quarterback in that class? Yeah, Tom is in full F2 mode, man. So you just gave Trevor Lawrence a $350 million contract in Madden, and you lost Scary Terry? I don't know that I would give Trevor Lawrence that much money. I don't know about that. So Jordan Love, 16-25 tonight, having a great game. Pitches it out to Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed gets about 2 on that. Dude hits me with the 5. Thank you so much, dude. Rust is a real thing. 3 weeks of no meaningful football can bite you in the tuckus. That's a good point, dude. That's a good point. Rust is a thing. Ring rust. Oh, you are a lifesaver. Thank you so much. PFA just saved my life, guys. She brought me my lemon water. Oh, my God. Oh, no, that's cool. I got it.
You got it.
I got it. I got it. I got this thing. Oh, boy. So we got 2nd and 8. Jordan Love sends Jaden Reed out, throws it out to Jaden Reed. There's no San Francisco 49er there to cover him, which has been the story of tonight. Dude, with that, you have become the number 2 contender behind Bubba, by the way. You are now the number 2 contender. You have passed Ender Stein. So congratulations on that. And thank you so much. 3rd and 2. Again, we just feel like when the Packers are in 3rd and 2, they're just going to get it because the way this dude's been playing quarterback. Getting hot at the right time. He's pressured, throws it over the middle. Oh, and that's almost picked off. Wow. Almost picked off. Aaron Jones was the intended receiver. Scary Terry didn't want to resign because he was like, this dude just signed Trevor Lawrence. Might as well sign Brock Purdy. Oh, yeah. Wasted picks. Allow me to introduce you to Jamal Adams. Yep. I do not want Jamal Adams back. Blitz boy? No, thank you. No, thank you. What he pulled too with that, was it a reporter's wife? Like making fun of a reporter's wife? That's such a low-class move, dude. Garbage. Once you start attacking like a dude's wife or his family, you're a piece of crap as far as I'm concerned. 25. Like, go after the guy if you want to, right? Fine. Go after the guy. But doing that, I have no use for you. I have no use for you, Jamal Adams. We do not claim him in Seattle. Good. You are wise to not claim him because he is a POS. And when you do stuff like that, yes, I will call you a POS. You guys know what that stands for, right? I'm trying to fix my desk here. It's like all crooked for some reason. If people call me Stanky was in charge, Jamal Adams will be gone. I wish you were in charge. But don't try to trade him back to the Jets. We do not want him, nor do we claim him. Trevor is hoping the Packers win tonight, but losing the championship. That's the way I feel. Trevor, what is your team? I see like a Texas flag there. Are you a Texans fan, Cowboys fan? Is that a Texas flag? I don't know. I don't know my flag, so I apologize if it's not. But yeah, that's the way I feel about the Bills. Like I want the Bills to beat Kansas City tomorrow, even though I'm a Jets fan, but I want them to be utterly embarrassed the following week. That's what I want. POS, point of sale, yeah. It's got to be in context, so we can't say he's a point of sale. Jordan Love is not Jordan Love, sorry. I apologize, Jordan Love. I'm not calling you a POS. Packers fans would kill me. My God, could you imagine that? Jamal Adams is a POS. And Seattle fans don't care if I say that. Doug, you're welcome for the link. I will trade you Jamal Adams for a 7th round pick and a bag of Skittles. No, not giving up a bag of Skittles or the 7th round pick for him. 21-year-old Cowboys fan, it's not our year. All right. The Bills can't lose. No, they can't lose. They can't lose that game. I could angle this whole Packers hate thing into the anti-Grassi. But AC Grassi is a cool Packers fan, though. So it's tough to angle that at, to do that. But I think I get what you're saying. It's not like this Packers thing it's the fan base. It's not really the team. I like watching good football. And if they're going to play good football, I'm down with that. JB says, I only wish the worst for the Packers. Yeah, because the Packers fans, the Packcast cast into hell. Yeah, I don't. I just don't like what is on the horizon. Packers fans seem like they're going to be insufferable. They're already insufferable. They were insufferable after week 1. Look at Christian McCaffrey running hard. He's like, I got to take this game in my own hands, dude. See who this quarterback of mine is? Just direct snap it to Christian McCaffrey all the time. A lot of new Packers fans do give a Dallas vibe. Yeah, Doug. And it hurts the older fans. Yeah, no, there are a lot of cool Packers fans. Ender Stein, who is the resident Packers fan, he's cool. Grassi's cool. I know some cool Packers fans. But some of them are just, whoa. And they're not, to be honest, they don't all seem young. I mean, you look at some of those avatars that they have, and some of them look like, middle-aged angry men and women. C-Mac gets taken down for a loss of 1 on 1st and 10. We have a 2nd and 11 here. Remy the Enforcer says, as a Giants fan, I don't hate the Cowboys and Eagles. I hate the delusional fans. Yeah, I don't hate teams. I hate fan bases, really. I do get teams do frustrate me. Like the Patriots frustrated me for so long because it was just like, Brady was just unstoppable. And it was frustrating to have to deal with that for 2 decades. And Purdy throws over the middle, and that's nowhere near Christian McCaffrey. The ball should probably be near him. The Niners are getting up. These Niners skill players are getting up slow, almost like they're just like, man, what is this guy doing? You get that vibe from them. They're getting up like they don't have confidence that this guy can complete a pass to them. He's throwing some bad, but I don't, where? Yeah, Paper Football Guy is a cool Packers fan. Ted Newt's a cool Packers fan too. He comes on here from time to time. Purdy, complete a pass, dude. Could you do it? Oh, wow. What a catch by Jennings. He floated this up to Jennings. What a catch. That was all on Jennings. That was a high pass. I saw a bunch of Packers there when the ball went there. I thought it was going to be picked, but Jennings just, high pointed that. What a job, man. I thought that was going to get picked. Hell of a job. And you see, this is what's got to be frustrating for Shanahan is he is so limited with what he can do now because Purdy is off. Look at Debo. Look at Debo. People were saying Jordan Love is the top 5 quarterback. Need to pump the brakes. No, nobody. I don't think I haven't heard anybody here say Jordan Love is the top 5 quarterback, but you can argue top 12. Pass out to McCaffrey, gains about a yard on that. Or no gain. Sorry. You get to pick one to have on your team for life. Chad Johnson, Steve Smith, or Hines Ward. Ooh, that is good. I'm probably going Steve Smith, though. He totally sacrificed that receiver. For me, it's between Steve Smith and Hines Ward, honestly. But I think it's Steve Smith. And Purdy back to pass, throws downfield. Oh, that is out of reach of Kittle. Third and 10. Kittle is walking a little gingerly after that. But he looks okay. Third and 10. Purdy needs to put these balls on target, man. Everything is off target. Everything he's throwing. Three, two, one. Play clock, okay? Pressure coming. Purdy launches this downfield, and that is off target again. Off target again, intended for Ray McLeod. That was a terrible pass. Look, these Niners fans are looking baffled. Ray McLeod was open, man, wide open. There was nobody to check down to there. They're going to punt. Oof. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, yeah, Chad Johnson trying to block Ray Lewis. I remember that video. Ooh, man, that was gross. That was gross. Kittle saying the magic's gone. Did he mouth that? Doug Pitt says, Love has the possibility to become a top 5 quarterback. He's done an amazing job with a lot of first and second year receivers. Yeah, I would say he does have the he does seem to look like he has that ability to sneak up there. Right now, he's not. But you can't. I mean, he's not doing too much wrong. I mean, every quarterback is going to throw a pick here and there, throw a bad pass, a pass that's off target, but consistently he's been doing more right things than wrong. Purdy is not. I don't even have confidence that he can throw a ball on target right now. These passes are all over the place. He's going to get something's going to get picked soon if they just he keeps throwing the ball like this. What did you give up for CeeDee Lamb, P6? Yeah, it looks like he could reach out and grab that top 5 spot. Again, we have to see. Let's see how the rest of the season goes. 2 games left after this. Unless San Francisco gets a big play on defense, I don't see how they move the ball downfield with the way Purdy's been playing. He's somehow cannot throw a ball on target. It's disturbing. I want to see what San Francisco fans are saying in the Shit, let's see. Purdy's wiping his hand off in the middle of his drop back, so the ball is slippery or something. So Jordan Love under center. Pitches it out to Aaron Jones. Some great blocking here. Jones is taking off, dude. Oh, my God. He's at the 40, the 50. Makes a move at the San Francisco 36. Damn, what a run by Jordan Love, by Aaron Jones. Oh, my God. Packers are already in field goal range. This is garbage. Yeah, it looks like Niners fans are hanging it up. Wow. Niners fans are hanging it up. Jones being healthy is a game changer. Yep. Oh, now there's going to be is that encroachment? No, false start on the Packers. Okay. Purdy can't throw in the rain. Yeah, garbage in the rain. My God. I think Isaac turned the game off. Lamar, Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Rodgers, Stroud, Mayfield, Cousins, and Herbert. Okay, over Jordan Love right now. I'll take Lamar, Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Stroud, Herbert. I don't know if I would take Rodgers only because of his age, or Mayfield or Cousins. Definitely not Mayfield and Cousins because of his age. Like if I'm looking to have a quarterback for the future that can play now, I would take Love over the guys over Mayfield, Cousins, and Rodgers. Not over anybody else, though. Emmanuel Wilson with the sick hurdle. Yeah, this game just feels like it's over. Maybe if he puts the glove back on and I take my hood down. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. It's cold, though. There we go. The hood is back down. Hand strength exercises. Yeah, hand. You need some of that Spider-Man stuff. Like get bit by a radioactive spider so your hand will stick to the football. Love's got some time. So, oh my God, dumps it off. And that is a loss of one. Tried to take a shot downfield. 7 minutes left. All right. Well, if the Niners can hold them here, if they can manage to push him back a little bit, they still have hope, you know. But Purdy's got to get his crap together. Can't keep going out there just throwing the ball all over the place. 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 24-yard line. Aaron Jones gets taken down after about a gain of 1. So the ball's going to be at the 23-yard line. Got a third down coming up. Shadow Scale, what's up? It reminds me of your one Trevor Lawrence skit where you called him a nugget. That's an old one, man. Wow. Where he just dropped the football. Yeah, that's because he had a bunch of fumbles that game. 3rd and 9. Christian Watson is on the outside. Love throws it over the middle, and that is incomplete. Had some pressure, threw it off his back foot. 4th and 9 coming up, and they're going to go for the field goal here. So they are looking to take a 7-point lead with this field goal attempt. Sam Darnold legacy drive incoming. I don't think so. I don't think they'll go to Sam Darnold right now. 49ers are frauds. Green Bay gets lucky again. I hate Jordan Love, says Red X. Yeah. Okay. 41-yard attempt. And Carlson misses the field goal. Wow. Anders Carlson misses the field goal, and the score is still 21-17, and the Niners will come out. And that is no good. Gomez Holmes, what's up? The hood worked. Yeah, right. Melissa said the hood worked. Melissa told me to take the hood down. I did, and it worked. You're going to see the chair again. There it is. Lord Chair. So you have to believe that Brock Purdy is going to was working on the sideline with whatever has been going on with his hands. You have to believe that he's going to come out and complete passes. I mean, that's his job, right? He's a quarterback. He's getting paid a lot of money to be a quarterback. I mean, Isaac, you're back. Isaac, you have to leave again because things are going well for the Niners right now. Packers just missed a 41-yard field goal, and Isaac comes back into the chat. Dude with a fiver, thank you so much. The Packers cannot keep getting away with good quarterbacks. Yes, I agree. They can't keep getting away with it. That's from Breaking Bad. Big miss. All right, Purdy, let's go, man. You have to. And Purdy rolls out. Oh, and he completes a pass to Jennings, and Jennings will get about 7 on that. All right, Purdy, there we go. No, don't put in Sam Darnold. Don't put in Sam Darnold. Jordan Love downfall, says Red X. Red X is throwing it up in caps, too, man. He means what he says. People call me Stanky. Wants an apology for I told you love it. Why? If you said Jordan Love is a good quarterback, why do I owe you an apology for that? I don't understand. Why do people always want apologies from me? Christian McCaffrey runs forward for about a gain of 2. We have a 3rd and 1 coming up. Rooting for the offseason Jordan Love regression. Red X Power. I don't know why you. I'm beginning to have a hatred for Green Bay because of their fans. So, Perna made a video thing about the Packers QB thing about a month ago. Made a video about the Packers QB thing about a month ago. This is a 3rd and a long 1. And Purdy goes forward. Did he get it? Yeah, he got it. Okay. Easy first down for the Packers. I'm sorry, the Niners. Man, I just keep saying Packers. Super David's only a Packers fan tonight. Doug, you're going to take the hoodie, put the hoodie back on is what you mean? You'll buy me a Love jersey? I don't want a Love jersey. I don't want to ever have to wear a Love jersey. Purdy back to pass, throws it over the middle, and McCaffrey completes that. That's about a 6-yard gain on first down. So we got a 2nd and 4 coming up. I owe you an apology for saying the Packers would win 3 games. I said the Packers would win 5 games. And also because I still haven't gotten an apology for Reek Willen. I owe you. I don't owe you anything, Stanky. I said Tariq Woolen is a great cornerback, is what I've said. He's not better than Sauce Gardner. He's not. He's also not better than PS2. I do not owe you an apology for saying a cornerback is great, but he's not better than certain guys. Come on. His apology thing is getting crazy now. I said the Packers would win 5 games. Purdy throws over the middle. Oh, and Kittle drops it. Are you kidding me? The one time he hits him right there, and Kittle drops it. Unbelievable. Wow. 3rd and 5 coming up. Man. Kittle drops a pass. Unbelievable. I can't take this hoodie off. I will freeze if I take this hoodie off. This is my thing hoodie, by the way. My Antarctic research program hoodie. Purdy back to pass, throws over the middle, and that is caught by Brandon Ayuk. They said he caught it. All right. Green Bay was saying that it was incomplete. The refs call it a catch. That's caught. That's caught. Yeah. Nice catch by Brandon Ayuk, man. Woo. Yeah, that's a catch. Purdy back to pass, throws it downfield. That's caught by Chris Conley. Oh, my God. What a pass by Brock Purdy. He's coming alive, folks. That was a nice pass. All right, Purdy looks like he's figured out his accuracy issues. So that's something. That was a great pass, though. That was right on target, man. What a dot is right, Loco. Purdy out of the shotgun, back to pass, has some time, gets it to Kittle. This time he makes the catch, goes forward. He's got about 8 yards. So we've got a 2nd and 2 coming up. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left on the clock. San Francisco needs to milk this clock for all they can, not give Green Bay any time back in case they score. Wow, let's go, Kyle Shanahan. If the Niners score, Joe Barry needs to turn in his resignation letter. Yeah. Yeah, you got to run this. Purdy under center, gives it to CMC. He goes forward. He gets the first down. Beautiful play, beautiful execution. 2:14, 13. So that'll be a first down. We're going to go down to the 2-minute warning. Oh, man, this is crazy. This is ridiculously close, yes. Remy wants me to apologize to him for him being a Giants fan. Everybody wants an apology. Remy, that's pretty much are you at the door? Oh, I thought somebody was knocking at the door here. I need you to apologize for me being a Giants fan. Yeah, everybody wants an apology from me. It's like I'm saying, saying the Packers will win 5 games, that doesn't warrant an apology. It wasn't me calling them names or anything. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. I want an apology for the Broncos being hot garbage since 2015. I'm sorry, Loco. JP wants an apology. Put on the daddy hat. I don't have the daddy hat. That's Benchwarmer brand. I could ask him to send me the daddy hat. I'll put it on, then I'll send it back to him. I need you to apologize because the Jets finally won against the Patriots. I want send me all of your apologies, and we will dedicate a video to apologies. I'll have the teacher just do an apology video for everybody. All right, here we go, Purdy. Don't do anything stupid. 1st and 10. 2 minutes left. This game is not over yet, but knowing Joe Barry is calling the defensive plays gives me hope for San Francisco here. This first play, I think, has to be on the ground, though. Get that clock moving. Pitches it out to McCaffrey. Oh, that was bad. Screen pass. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gets pushed out of bounds. I thought that was stupid. I don't like that play call whatsoever. I think he should have just handed it off to McCaffrey, go up the middle. Let the clock keep ticking, man. Stupid. That was a terrible, terrible, terrible play call, Shanahan. I don't say that often. 2nd and 10. Purdy back to pass. Purdy's going to run. Dives forward, gets about 9 yards on that. The clock is still ticking. We have a 3rd and short coming up. It looks like short to me. I think this is less than a yard. What a run by Purdy. Big heads-up play by Purdy there. Very nice. Good protection. He had all that space. You see, that's a good decision, man. Some quarterbacks would see that open space, like Zach Wilson, for example, and then just try to flip the ball to somebody with all that open field ahead of him. Nice heads-up play by Purdy there. 1:18 left on the clock. We got a 3rd and 1. I don't know why Green Bay hasn't taken a timeout to stop this clock. That's a mistake. McCaffrey up the middle, and that's a touchdown. Wow, with 1:07 left. Okay. Apologies to me for injuring CJ Stroud. So this is where the Jordan Love magic could happen, right? 1:07 left with 3 timeouts. Jordan Love completing passes. This is where the legend can be written. If this happens, Packers fans are going to be saying this guy is better than Aaron Rodgers. We can't let this happen, San Francisco. Can't let this happen, San Francisco. Your defense has to step up. 24-21. How big was that field goal before, man? That missed field goal. Whew. Now, Jordan Love just needs to, he's got 3 timeouts, just needs to get into field goal range. The way he's been moving the ball. Have a pretty good amount of confidence that he can do that. So, the Jordan Love legacy is starting right here, says Shadow Scale. That's what it feels like. But that's the thing. Like he's in that territory where I look and I say, wow, 1:07 is a lot of time with 3 timeouts left for Jordan Love to get downfield. That's not the right score. So that's where we are with Jordan Love right now. But Brock Purdy came up big there. Good on him. And there is the kickoff, and that's going to be a touchback. Updated score. 3 timeouts, 1:07 left. Jordan Love marches out onto the field. Oh, boy. Crazy. Not a bad drive by Brock. No, and that was a big heads-up run by him. I loved that decision for him to run. The decision he made to run. Again, there are some quarterbacks that wouldn't see that, wouldn't do that. Brock Purdy had the awareness to do that. 99 overall awareness he has. So Jordan Love out of the shotgun on 1st and 10. It just feels like such a short field for him to get into field goal range. But Anders missed the field goal before, so you're going to have to get pretty close to make this a chip shot. Beautiful pass to Romeo Doubs. Gets him out of bounds. They don't have to waste the timeout. Only took 5 seconds off the clock. 1:02 left. The rain is starting to come down now, folks. The rain is starting to come down. Oh, this just feels like we're writing the Jordan Love story as we go, right? This is crazy. There are raindrops on the camera lens. 2nd and 2 for the Packers. Love out of the shotgun, takes the snap, throws it downfield. Oh, and that is off the hands of Romeo Doubs. It was almost intercepted. 3rd and 2 coming up. Come on, love for the chaos, says P6. I might go Packers for Tom Grassi. I want Grassi to be happy, but I also don't want the Packers to win. So I'm just perplexed here. The rain is coming down hard now. All of a sudden, the rain is coming down hard. 3rd and 2 coming up. Jordan Love out of the shotgun. They have 2 downs to get 2 yards. You know they're using both. So Love gets the ball off, and that is caught. That's a 1st down by Luke Musgrave. He got about 3 on that. So Green Bay will take a timeout. 51 seconds left. Red X Power says, let's go Niners. Grassi got the spike in viewers when the Packers do poorly. People love misery. Yeah. Well, then by next season, my jet stream should be popping. Because talk about misery. My Lord. So 52 seconds left. First and 10, 52 seconds left. Jordan Love out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Surveys the field. He's got some room to run. Throws it across his body, and that is picked off. Wow. That was a terrible pass. Wow. Just fall, dude. Fall. What is he doing? Was that Greenlaw again? Just not falling? Just fall, dude. That's the game. That's the game right there. Oh, my God, for the 3rd straight year. Wow, that was a terrible pass. That was a terrible decision to throw across his body like that. Oh, look at that. You see, that was a duck. Terrible decision to throw that ball. Jordan Love, what are you doing? Man. You see, that is what that you look at something like that and you say, okay, we see a lot of good things from Jordan Love, but that's garbage. You can't do that. You can't do that. The script writers will not be denied, says Father Dismiss. Let's effing go. So the Packers fans owe me an apology now? Do Packers fans owe me an apology? Or no? Red X is using the F word, but he's the multiversal champion, so he can do whatever he wants. The 49ers should still be worried about how much they got worked by Green Bay. Also, definitely scripted. Yeah, but it does seem like Purdy had trouble with the ball being wet or something. I don't know. It was uncharacteristic of him to be that off target. I'll say that. I don't think Purdy is a great quarterback. I think he's a mid-tier quarterback and on the lower echelon of that mid-tier, but it is uncharacteristic of him to be that off target for so long. No Jordan Love jersey for me. Oh, my God. Thank God. Thank God. That's what a missed field goal will do. Yep. His name starts with an L because he sucks. Man, they just cannot beat the Niners. They just cannot beat the Niners. Yeah, Packers fans are going to be silent. They're going to be silent. But I'll tell you, if they would have won, I would have looked at my notifications tonight, and it would have been, oh, my God. It would have been crazy. My notifications would have been nuts. With, where's our apology? You owe us an apology. What happened to the apology? Just all that nonsense. But no apology needed. And I'm very sorry that the good Packers fans out there have to suffer this loss, like the Steins of the world, the Tom Grassi's of the world, the paper football guys of the world. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and that was a terrible pass by Jordan Love. absolutely garbage pass by Jordan Love. And it's unfortunate because he has looked good. Me and my hexing hoodie. Yeah, this hoodie might have some more power to it. Look at that. Where is Isaac, by the way? Good night, Pittsburgh Dolphins. Where's Isaac? Is Isaac here? Where is he? Good night, IDF, says JB. Good year for the Packers, bright future. You're absolutely right, well, boy. Thank you for the tour. Packers do have a bright future. Good night, and Vic. I will be here tomorrow night, guys, for the football that will be happening tomorrow. And we shall have fun then as well. But final thoughts. The Packers. So now when something like this happens, when you have a quarterback throw that's just that pass was so bad, such a bad decision. Now you go into the offseason, you had something to hang your hat on, right? Like, oh, Jordan, we're talking about Jordan Love maybe being in that top 5 discussion, but when you end the season on a note like that, now you have to walk some of that back a little bit and say, what was he thinking? How does that affect him going into next season? Right? Does he get in his own head now? I mean, these are the things. This is why it's tough to say a guy is absolutely top 5 this early in their starting career, we'll say. It's why it's tough to say this guy is absolutely top 5 or this guy is absolutely, we have to see it over time, how they come back from adversity. Can he come back next season and play at the level he played before that pass? Or is that pass going to be in his head? Is he going to remember that and let that affect his play? Is Matt LaFleur, I'm going to get his name right, is he going to see something like that and say, I have less faith in Jordan Love now, and try to rein him in a little bit so that he doesn't make those mistakes? That was a good game, though. That was a good game. But someone get a hold of Tom Grassi, make sure he is okay. Yeah, Packers might be the NFL's next dynasty. I don't know, Charles. I don't know about that. It was a good game, though. It was a good game. Yeah, it did. And Father Dismas, that's what I said before the stream, that they were playing on borrowed money. That's not the way I said it. I said it something. Playing with house money. I think that's the way I said it. It was, she just said to Brock Purdy, it wasn't pretty. Yeah, it felt like, you look, as a Packers fan, you walk away from this saying, we just went toe-to-toe with arguably the best team in the league and hung in there and almost won. That's what you walk away with when early in the season it looked like you were going nowhere. So there's that. Ender, you got a bright future ahead of you, man. And so do the Packers. Here's hoping that tomorrow's games are great. Yes, I hope tomorrow's games are great. Guys, thank you so much for joining the stream once again. I am Rich Jodice, the Pro Football Demon, and I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm just going to do this.